Ladies and gentlemen, here we are with game number 1 for the second semifinal. And what we're going to do, Mr. Survivalist, since blue and purple are not great and Vinchester always play with purple, let's put Villese as a yellow during the whole series. It's a very great contrast. What do you think? And then Villese as a yellow and Vinchester as a purple. As a yellow, Villese on the left, Vinchester as a purple on the right. And the map generations in this map has become much better now. It's, well, we have fixed all the problems that migration got for the DE. And you can see that the wood is very, very similar now. And well, it's okay. Also the gold stone. But the key here, what it is, I mean, a lot about the decisions. Fast castle, galleys, what do you think, Mr. Survivalist?
Yeah, well, the positions are pretty far away on this generation. They're spawning on opposite sides, so that could lead to a little bit more FC play. The thing is that it's really hard to scout what your opponent is doing, scout where the opponent is, just because you have to use a fishing ship to do that, and that's going to hurt your economy. So, I mean, this is definitely looking like it should be an FC map, but I wouldn't be surprised if one player would start making galleys in the feudal age here. We're seeing Vinchester get his dock out a little bit faster, having that cheaper lumber camp. So the lumber camp costing only 50 wood instead of the usual 100. He's able to get that dock out faster. So the Japanese economy is going to be going a little bit earlier. But Italians with the earlier age up is going to kind of match the resources gained by saving resources.
It's going to catch up, yeah. By the way, I wanted to ask you, why you think, I mean, the most popular out of the 3 water maps by far is being migration. Why do you think is this as a player as well? Is because it feels like it's a little bit less water? Like, there is water important, but at the end, the land is so important too.
Yeah, and I think that another reason for that is that you can always put a castle to secure part of the water as well. So, like, you can kind of section off part of the water with a castle. You can always fall back to it, and then your opponent can't really go that way with the navy. So, yeah, as you're saying, it's like there's water, but it's not as important as, like, a pure water map like Baltic. Well, I mean, Baltic has the central water. It's like it plays out differently because you can actually use land units and stuff to fight the navy a little bit more. And of course, fighting for the center, you have to fight for the center on this map because that's where all the golden stone is. So and the wood even. So yeah, it becomes like you have to play land, but you know you also have to play water. So it's a really like the water adds to an interesting dynamic on this map, whereas it's not like the main focus. It's just like one of the things that you have to do.
And now we see a big difference. And now we see a big difference, Mr. Survivalist and everyone in the stream. We see how Villese is going only one lumbercamp for now. He's gonna make now the second, but he has done already the mill already. It looks like this opening is going for the fast castle. I think so.
Yeah. Well, Vinchester's on the way up already, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to make some galleys once he's up to try and snipe fish. And Villese trying to get to the castle age a little bit faster. Maybe he's going to make fire galleys. We'll see, or fire ships, sorry. We'll see which one pays off, because both approaches definitely are valid on this map. It just really depends on how much damage Vinchester can get done with this faster feudal age.
Yeah, it's also cheaper, remember, for Italians to go every age. It's not like Byzantines, for example, all in Imperial, but he can go also cheaper to feudal, but to castle age as well. So look at the resources he has. And since they are very far, even if his opponent is going to come with some galleys, as you mentioned, doing some fire ships, you might be able to defend and also go up to castle age. I don't know, he has 3 villages on goal. Maybe he need another one, but if he's not gonna go for galleys, maybe 3 is enough because he wants definitely to go castle age.
Yeah. 3 docks from Vinchester, so he's really committed to this play. And yeah, Villese, he's going to be later to adding in ships, but the war galley upgrade, so making the fire ships, it actually makes your units train significantly faster as well. So getting to castle age and then making the fires at that point, you can definitely catch up in the the navy count. So Villese, he just needs to not take damage until that point. And yeah, we'll be seeing a pretty solid FC build from him. He's going to be making his prerequisites very shortly. And yeah, going up, he needed the mill so that he could make the market anyways. So that's one of the reasons we're seeing a mill.
It's pretty clear that he's going Castle. He's doing the blast bit. Now the market as well. So he's going to go right away to Castle. He's going to come with some galleys. He has only 2, but they're very far. Obviously, the economy for Vinchester is going to be solid as well because the fish from Japanese works like crazy. It's amazing. He already have double B tags, but the timing, the momentum is going to be definitely for the finish player for Phil. And by the way, I didn't have time to ask you. Survivalist favorite for you in this series, and I don't know if you watched it a lot from the previous one, but if we get half the crazy series that we got in the previous one, we can be happy.
Yeah, I mean, I watched most of the last set. I got my breakfast and I came in for like the second game, and yeah, it was pretty hype. So hopefully we see the same here. You know, I'm a big Vinchester fan, so I gotta be rooting for Vinchester. But you know, Villese is another really high level player. It should be a very interesting series. Yeah. Anyways, it's kind of hard to play favorites here, especially when we're casting. So let's stay unbiased.
And you have seen with the previous series that people were selling 4-0 Hera. 4-3, man. 4-3 and whoa. You know, 4-3 and whoa. It was crazy. Anyway, let's focus in this one. We see, as we were talking, the Fire Galley here with the galleys from Vinchester, so he need to go back. He's going to have fletching. Obviously, Vinchester, we have the numbers. So if you have the numbers, you can hold and still getting some good economy going. 43 population, 34. Do you think the fast castle, when he's doing the upgrade, the War Galley upgrade, is going to be enough to counter this amount of navy?
It definitely can be. It really depends on if Villese doesn't lose the fish, because the fire ships will eventually be able to push these galleys back. He just needs to be very careful not to lose any fishing ships here. Third dock coming in from Villese. And yeah, I mean, he's going to be able to make enough stuff. One of those docks is going to need to be researching the War Galley upgrade for now, so he will really be only on 2 docks. And a couple of fishing ships going down, so this is not looking so good for Villese so far.
Definitely not. Vinchester is doing a good job here. He has a great population, and now he has the resources to go up. Oh, wow. Well, he's going to have War Galley upgrade with only 4 Fire Galleys, so while his opponent... I like what Vinchester is doing. He's mixing a little bit. He has some galleys, but also sending more galleys as well. He's doing great. He's doing great. Vinchester, Mr. Survival, is doing a great job. And look at the KD. 4-1, he took 2 fishing ships. And then he can stay with more navy. And he's on the way to castle. Whoa. Smooth transition by Vinchester here.
Exactly, and I mean, the great part is that the Japanese fishing ships, they're so much stronger as well, so even if Villese gets there with the 2 fire galleys, what are they going to kill? They're not going to be able to kill the fishing ships. So yeah, Villese just loses all of his fishing, and the main thing that Villese has is that he's going to have the bigger navy count for now because he has been in Castle Age for longer. The War Galley again does make the units train a little bit faster, so we're going to be seeing a transport ship from Villese now. He's going to start trying to take the center and just establish presence in the middle, maybe make a TC and start playing towards that longer stages of the game because he already lost fish, so he's kind of like he's gonna try and probably win fish a little bit, but he needs to think more into the later stages of the game at this point.
He lost all the fishing ships already, and he's Italians, you know, that you want to be on water. He lost absolutely everything. Population for Vinchester really on point. The weakness for Vinchester in the whole tournament is that he's not starting really great. I mean, the game is definitely not over, but it seems that he's starting this one so focused because this Villese, ouch, this is a very dangerous player. I'm not telling that the others that he faced this in the tournament, they are not, but Villese probably even more.
Yeah. I mean, this should be a pretty even match, I think. I would love to see another like 4-3.
4-3, 3-4, whatever, man. Will be great.
Yeah.
Will be great.
Exactly. So
okay,
Vinchester with the TC in the center first here. Look at this. So he's going to be, Monastery, going to take the relics. I mean, if the opponent doesn't have anything in the center, you can just take the relics for free. And you know that the relics are going to be in the central island, so you don't have to scout too much with them. And yeah, I think that the Italians definitely can win back water here. They have the cheaper fishing ships as well, so adding in fishing ships later to replace them is not really the biggest deal. But I mean, right now, both players just to the max with with their dock production.
But seriously, the KD is amazing. It's 14-4. 14-4 with 6 Echo KD. That Scout is full HP while the Villese are without the Loom. The Villese are without the Loom and he didn't notice he could have killed both Villese. Well, that's huge. That's really huge because he could deny that. Well, he's sending now 5 Villese more. But he could take those 2 Villese. I mean, how this happen that you miss this kind of stuff? Like, there's too many things going on, right, Mr. Survivalist?
Yeah. I think he probably just assumed there was Loom, and he didn't want to get demoed. So, I mean, one demo ship come out of nowhere, destroys your whole navy. It's kind of something you really have to be paying attention to. And we're seeing a big demo come in, potentially in the bottom, if Villese realizes.
Good one. He got it, but Vinchester has also another demo there. Look at the demo. Look at the demo, Vinchester. This is what we are talking. There's a lot of going on, and the demo, okay, is sleeping. He's taking a nap. And the nap is now gone because he's in the damn hell. Why? Because he's also fighting in the north. He's in the south as well. Taking the relics. How many tasks at the same time is the Survivalist?
Yeah, exactly. Basically, there's 2 main fights going on while you're trying to expand the economy, while you're trying to scout the center. Just like taking the relics. There's too many things on this map. It's, I think that's why a lot of players like it, because it really tasks the multitasking. A huge demo coming in from Villese, pretty much killing all of Vinchester's stuff on the left side there. These few ships are going to get cleaned up with just the reinforcements coming in. In the south, well, it looks like Vinchester's going to win that fight. It'll be even, but, you know, when you have the defender's advantage, the ships are coming out near the fight. It's going to favor the person who has the reinforcements.
Those 2 demos were solid, and now he has to be careful with the scout. That scout is going to be down. He's going to convert now. If he converts, he's going to take it. No, he's healing that now. He's healing with that one, but you don't want to go. He's going to convert. Converted, and now he's taking the monk. That was a mistake, in my opinion, by Villese. And now he has a siege workshop. Population is still. Vinchester is dominating big time. Look at the Villese number. Look at the fishing ships, and also the navy. 69-44. I mean, it's controlling everything right now.
Yeah, just having the fishing ships alive still is huge. It's like the TC works for free. You can make even the second TC is pretty much working for free with the fishing ships still alive, and that just allows Vinchester to get even further ahead in the economy. And of course, this siege push, this is like not even fair. This hill here next to the TC. So
with heal. He also has a small heal advantage. How do you take this down? You have to make monks probably, because siege is not going to work, counter siege.
Yeah, exactly. And Villese calls it. He knows it's over. Wow.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. You were ahead to me like 10 seconds, probably.
I think so. I think
to spoil me, I was like, you think? And I was like, how you are? And I was, Survivalist, how you are so good, man, that you know the future, man. Unbelievable. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened. Maybe, I don't know. You are in Canada. You shouldn't be ahead of me, man. What is this? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, it was over, right? Like, look at the population difference. He got the water. He was having now the siege there. And Vinchester has took a so smooth gameplay in this first game. Domination.
Yeah, you know, I've seen a few games on migration now, and I'm starting to think that this feudal age galley play is the way to go. Just put pressure on the opponent, protect the fish, and then you end up being able to get to castle age at a pretty reasonable time anyways. And yeah, Vinchester just showcasing maybe the superior strategy here.
Look at the economy. Thanks a lot to the fishing ship. But he also got a lot more wood, more gold. You know, he was only 5 villages more and he's the fish, but his economy was a lot smoother. Like a lot smoother, 3,000 resources more. Anyway, we keep going now with the draft and see what is going to be the game number 2. Okay, and game number 2 is going to be what? Well, let me just check. Let me just check the dashboard because we need to check it there. And where were to check better than the dashboard, right? The dashboard is just perfect to check here. And the arena is going to be the next one. So, as arena expert, Mr. Survivalist, what is going to be?
Okay, so let's Let's see. What civs are we looking at? Well, we have Bohemians, Turks. For Villese, it's probably going to be one of those two. Oh, Gujar's is good too, though. And for Vinchester, oh, Poles, 100%. It's going to be like, it's going to be maybe Turks, Poles, Turks to maybe try and punish the Poles, like go for Janissaries, maybe go for like a fast imp kind of play. Bohemians can be pretty good too, though, with the super helps. So I think it's gonna be one of the two, Bohemians or Turks versus Poles. Like I'm almost 100% sure it's gonna be Poles.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
But Poles, you have seen some of the interviews here there with Lee Rihera, Yo, and the Viper. What an interview, right? And they hate the Poles, hate in the way that they're broken. I mean, other day, Mr. Yo, 300 Khazars in the queue.
Yeah,
I mean, 300.
That's Poles. Yeah,
Like,
it's just an insane civ. Yeah, their economy is not matched by anybody. So Villese does have some pretty good civs in terms of like unit composition. Of course, Bohemians and Turks, they're really great because, well, Turks has free chemistry and Bohemians can get chemistry on the way to Imperial Age, so they can both get their bombard cannons out instantly. Turks actually has a really strong unique unit in the Janissary with the 8 range, so I think it's going to be one of those two civs. It depends on how he wants to approach this game. But yeah, I think Bohemians is good if Villese wants to go into the late game to actually fight the Poles army, and Turks is going to be good if he maybe wants to end it a little earlier.
I'm a bit surprised that people pick Arena as a home map against Vinchester. It's not the first time. This is like a free home map for Vinchester. He's well known as Arena player that was back in the days or playing Arena all the time. He know how to play Arena perfectly fine. I mean, most of the people know, but for example, Yo don't like Arena and some others, but he played really well. Are not you surprised that maybe Black Forest had out something, but they prefer to go for the most standard because let's say Arena is in the map pool all the time, so it's the second map most played after Arabia. So do you think that's a reason?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, a lot of people are going to have a lot more experience, as you said, just the fact that Arena is always in the map pool. So players who maybe think that they can win in the most standard settings, maybe they have a little bit of confidence, they're going to play the most standard settings, the most standard maps. So, yeah, I mean, Black Forest is really all over the place, though. Like, yeah, it's not really a standard 1v1 map, so I think maybe if one player was not as confident and they wanted to do some kind of like sneaky strategy, they'd pick Black Forest. But both these players, I think they're confident that they can beat the other, so I think that's why we're seeing Arena. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty exciting game.
Feel confidence, Bo. Well, Vinchester is confidence there for sure. He started really well. He's winning 1-0. As you can see, guys, remember that this is a best of 7 series. And fast, I'm gonna show you the overlay with the playoffs. This is how it's looking right now. Oh, why this is not updated? It should be updated, but for some reason it's not updated. Let me use, I know why. Okay, it's gonna be updated in a moment. But remember that we have already Hera in the semifinal, but we're gonna move on now into the arena game with, and you can see that it was updated just when I was switching. And I'm going to put again yellow. Game number 2, Villese versus Vinchester Arena, and no surprise at all. Poles versus Bohemians, Mr. Survivalist. This is gonna be some crazy matchup, but Poles have the crazy Khazars, okay. But Bohemians, some of the best halberdiers. What Bohemians can do here?
Yeah, Bohemians basically have like elite halberdiers. It's like a 4th upgrade pretty much. Those things do just crazy damage. So, you know, against the Bohemians, Poles might end up having to add in Arbalisters at some point. They still do have almost fully upgraded Arbalisters, so they're going to be working pretty well here. Yeah, I think that this game, it's probably not going to end right away. Now, it really depends on the generation as well. So let's take a look at Vinchester's base. He has the stone in the back, which is pretty great for Poles. And he has this nice area where he can make full works way in the back. So if he scouts that all out, he's not going to be running out of space anytime soon. For Villese's map, he has 1 gold in the back, but the stone is so awkward on the front there. So another thing that Poles likes to do is go for Tower Rush. So if Vinchester decided to go crazy,
good point, man. Good point, no, because Vinchester is very known for that. But you think that now, why he's doing the loon, Villese?
I guess he got housed.
No.
This 9 village. Yeah.
I don't know why he's going.
I think he rushed that house up by his wood line. Like, I don't think he wanted to get it there. I think it was just this 9 villager start. A lot of players, they're obviously not used to it. They're used to playing the regular start. And usually in the early game, what you do on Arena is just think about the Civ matchup. And the build is like automatic. But if people try to go too automatic with these settings they're not as familiar with, then it leads to getting housed at 15. So I think that's what we saw there.
So you think that the stone walls being increased a little bit because it was 900 something, I don't remember exactly, to 1080 is gonna maybe think Vinchester twice to go for tower rush? Because if you don't make damage with the tower rush, you might be in a very awkward position.
Yeah, it slows down the tower rush. It's only 180 HP that they added, so it's not a huge difference. It slows down the tower rush, but tower rush is still viable. So, especially as pulls, because it's like, you're going to be mining the stone anyways, and, of course, the extra resources you get from the full work, the villagers that you send forward, it's like your economy's still going to be on the same level, but you're also going to be doing damage. Now, Vinchester won't be able to, or actually, he might be able to see the stone here. Let's see, the scout is coming in. Is he going to be able to see the scout, or the stone? No. If he goes just 2 tiles closer, I think he can. Maybe not. Maybe he needs the feudal scout, actually. Yeah, he needs the feudal scout. Yeah. So, he won't be able to actually plan this out. If the stone was just a little closer to the walls, he might get that idea in his head that he could go forward. But he's setting himself up for FC anyway, so that's not what we're going to be seeing. 2 lumber camps from Vinchester here, so he's going to have pretty good efficiency. And, the game's going to go on.
Yeah, when I saw the second lumber camp, it was pretty clear that it's not going to happen. Then the relic distribution is, I would say, quite fair, because I see 2 relics close to Vinchester, another 2 very close to yellow, and one that is more or less in the middle of the map. So I think it's really fair distribution. I just hope, as I always say, survival is a 3-2, 2-3, and it's the best for the game, for sure, because when you see 4-1, 5-0, ouch. So, yeah, the relics is cool like this, but then, if they get into similar time, what units you will do as a Poles versus Bohemians?
Yeah, well, both players are probably going to try and fight for the relics. We don't... Well, actually, Villese is kind of going up a little early in terms of being able to actually get that barracks and light cav going. The Poles can do it, definitely, with his uptime, but I think the Bohemians would have needed to go up a little bit later. Of course, he's lacking that 1 villager because he got Loom as well. So we might be seeing Villese just trying to, boom, actually. And then going for, an Imperial Age push, something like that. And Vinchester, he's definitely going to be making light cap here and just trying to fight for the relics. And then booming behind that.
He's doing the barrack.
So...
He's doing the barrack already, exactly. So pretty obvious. But Vinchester, Villese, survivalist, is market blacksmith, I feel. He's not doing the barrack yet.
Yep. As I was saying, his uptime is a little too early to actually make light cav work. You need to go up a little later so that you have the economy to actually make the barracks and then make the light cav coming after it. So Villese just gonna try and be as greedy as possible. He might make a monastery and try and take a close relic without any army. It's pretty risky. Or he might just try and boom. But this is the kind of map where you almost need to make military as Villese, because if Vinchester goes aggressive, how is he going to take stone, Villese? So, Villese can't take any stone, so it could be a disaster. This kind of playstyle.
Because for now, Vinchester doesn't see anything from his opponent, not in front. He sees the 1 stone outside, obviously. Now he's doing a stable and market that I like a lot, this one. Even more with a civilization. Oh, but he also doing blacksmith.
I think he made a mistake there. He's so used to going stable blacksmith, and on Arena, stable market is actually usually better. And he also only had 3 on stone. Yeah. Well, he needed to have 4 on stone to get enough gold. He's just lacking gold to go up. That's why Vinchester he's idle. He just kind of messed up. He only had 3 on stone. He needed 4, and then he got the market because he needed to buy his way up. And a little bit of a disaster there with the build order.
Yeah, no, a little bit, no, for sure. And that's why now he sells a lot of stone. He buys some food. 13 seconds idle TC. He has 2 Villese more, starting to make all the farms, but that's the problem with poles. You start to make these farms and then the resources just appear magically. You see the food already growing and growing and getting more and more. Those farmers, man. Those farmers are so sick. Oh, and now he's doing the barrack. It means that he's gonna go only spears without cavalry. I don't like that a lot.
Well, the thing is that these are Bohemian Spears. They are pretty much free pikeman upgrade against the light cav. They kill the light cav in the same number of hits as pikemen. So, you know, if you can get a few lucky hits, it can be good. And if you can make a few, it can protect like one monk. Just if Villese doesn't try and go too greedy and he just takes the 2 relics, maybe even just 1 relic close to his base, it could end up being okay. Now, Bohemians, they don't have the cheaper monasteries anymore, so he still has to get the full price monastery. But with Bohemians, you can get fervor to make the villagers move a little bit faster, increase the economy by a little bit. So it's kind of worth it to get the monastery anyways. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the monastery from Villese, and he's going to be making TCs behind this right
You
away.
can see survival is how Vinchester is already with the second full work and doing quite a lot of farms, you know. He's still not mining gold. The gold he's getting is just for stone. I don't know if that's a little bit tricky if you want to make a monastery, because at some point, if he has a bad battle, he might lose some monk and then you don't have gold to remake. But the thing is, I don't see a monastery. Look what Vinchester is doing. He's reading the game properly, like he's not gonna come with the scouts, and he's doing heavy plow and bozo, doing a brutal economy advantage with this approach.
Yeah. And look at this blocking from Vinchester. He's trying to kill Villese's scout. It's not going to happen. These 3 spears will kill all of these scouts, though. So yeah, Vinchester has to be super careful. And yeah, getting heavy plow for poles just makes a lot of sense here, just because the way the full work works, he just gets extra food, and it pays off really quickly. Monastery coming down finally, but he wanted to get his eco going a little bit earlier. Now, Vinchester, he's going to get his TCs later, but he will be able to secure 3, maybe 4 of the relics. So this closer relic is going to get taken by Villese. That's what the early spears get him. But will he be able to take another one? That's the question.
And let's see because he's light caps. He's gonna try to kill, and he killed in pretty much 1 hit, because he got 2 together. Now he's doing the second tone center. We have 2 TCs against 3, but we got heavy plow, bozo, and the most important, if we check yellow, he's gonna have with 3 TCs, but he's now doing 4 farms more, and he has 5, so that's 9. But look at the farmers already. 10 farmers for Vinchester. Survival is working for a long time. Would you commit here? No. Are you going to go in? Ooh. Well, he took 1 relic. I mean, what economy you prefer? The 3 TCs of the second? Well, he's doing even the third now.
It's so hard to say, because both civs, insane late game. Vinchester is going to get 4 relics here, very likely. So that's going to set Vinchester up for the super late game. If the game goes really, really long, Vinchester will have the advantage because of that. But of course, that is going to delay his Imperial Age timing. So I think Villese will be able to put some pressure in early Imperial Age. And do we have a pause here?
This is more pause.
Little pause. But yeah, I think that Vinchester... Oh, there we go. They're going. Is going to have to defend early Imperial Age aggression from the Bohemians. The Bohemians is going to be able to make early bombard cannons, going to be able to make hand cannoneers really early. So, but I think Vinchester, in the end, with the Poles economy, is going to be in a better spot if he can make it past early.
Yeah, as you can see that Vinchester has right now almost no idle TC. Sometimes being slower with the town centers is better. You have more farmers, and then idle TC for now. Villese is quite strong. He wants to kill the monks. He is trying to protect with the spear, but it's complicated. Look at the micro here. You need to kill that monk, because you want to with this investment. If you are not getting a 4-1, then it's not worth it, because light cap, so many scouts. He's investing a lot. Now he took the monks, but he took some damage. So I think the 4-1 is kind of required here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Losing 2 light cav for 2 monks is still a pretty good trade for Vinchester, and also these 5 remaining light cav, they can get healed by the monks. So I think that Villese, he's actually He got the one relic like he should with this kind of play, or at least like he hopes to get with this kind of play, but he can't really hope to get too much more than that. He went for Sanctity though, so he's gonna really try and get that relic still.
But I don't like that because he's doing Sanity for one monk. You know, if he got more monks, okay, but now he's gonna be slower, and then is to go now with the Lightcast Wheelbarrow. The thing here is, you are only 3 villages ahead, your opponent has 3 relics. Vinchester is, in my opinion, in a better position for sure, because Villese should be much more ahead with the economy. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, the fact that he idled his TC so much,
3 minutes,
it was really killing him. Yeah, exactly.
What?
Like the thing is that he kind of made too many monks. Instead of making the monks, he could have made or just like bought food with the gold and then kept the TCs running. That would have been better. But of course, you know, we say that in hindsight, like if he did snag a few more relics, it would have been worth it. But he wasn't able to get that. And the spear is gonna. Oh, he didn't die. Oh no,
didn't die. I mean, he wanted to take, but he's getting the 4th relic. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting now in that moment where the arena is gonna get even more and more interesting. Why? Because the boom time and the relic control survival is about to be over. We see now Villese with the stone already, and then the next question for you, because you are here, the pro. Mr. Survivalist, where the caster from Villese? Defensive, at home, in his base where the monks are, a little bit more forward so you defend the 2nd stone. Where do you think, or will you build the castle in this situation with 1 relic only?
Yeah, well, Villese, he knows that he's behind in the relics, and he knows that pulls are pulls, so he needs to end the game at some point. He really doesn't want to let the pulls get to that super late game, so I think he needs to go aggressive no matter what he does. So, but the thing is that Vinchester has map control. He has Lightcav, he has monks, so if Villese goes forward with villagers, he's just going to lose them. It's not going to be good. So he kind of is forced to make it in his base.
Survivalist, exactly, but he can't because Vinchester, sorry that I interrupt you, is coming now with 7 villages forward. Well, as you mentioned, he has the Lightcast. Look at the castle Vinchester is doing. And what is more important, you need to make the buildings, Vinchester. You have the resources to go up. He's doing the loom now, but no, man, don't tell me that you are not going to have the buildings till the castle is up. He's taking all the monks. Now those spears are so annoying, but he took all the monks. Just stay there. And where's the buildings? Vinchester. Seriously, he can go up already, and it's so important to go up as quick as possible. 1,500 food, 1,300 gold, and he's not doing the university, please.
Yeah, well, you know what? He has auto reseed on, and his villagers are seeding farms, so he doesn't have any wood. So you know, even these pros, they keep that auto reseed on. It hurts the Imperial Age time. It happens. But he's just gonna wait for the castle.
But I can't with this. Villese is on the way to Imperial faster than Vinchester because Vinchester is just doing millions of upgrades. I mean, survival. What is this?
Well, it's not a huge difference, so I don't think it's going to matter too much. And I think that, well, are both players going to have a 2nd castle on up as well? I think it's going to be even. But keep in mind that Villese is going to click chemistry pretty soon.
That's why I think it's a big difference. Because now the time is not only that you are up faster, it's that you have bomber cannons right away, like if you were Turks. For that reason, I was like, you need to go up as quick as possible. And now what? He's going to go... the upgrade, because I always call it the button for Burgundians, for Sicilians. But now we have the 3rd button in the game. Slats a privilege, because man, this is another button, you know, like crazy.
Yeah.
But the problem, that 2nd castle in front, what do you think? I mean,
yeah, see, Vinchester, he doesn't know what we see, but since we see everything, we can see that's probably not a good idea, because Vinchester's going to be a little behind Imperial Age, and the Bohemian player, he's going to just have bomber cannons right away, as long as he remembers his siege workshop. So it's going to be hand cannons from Villese, and hand cannon and halberdier. He's going to have both. So that's going to be pretty strong. But where's the siege workshop? He needs to get the bombard cannons. Oh, there it is. Okay, so he didn't forget about it. And yeah, I mean, these 2 castles are going to be pretty difficult for Vinchester to defend. He's going to have double trep production, yes, but against bombard cannons, it's going to be a bit of a problem.
And Survivalist, till now, that he just put 5 villages on gold. He had 1 village on gold, just mining a stone. He's getting the gold and the 4 relics. So that also means that his economy is being focused completely university forward. That's very surprising. Why you don't make this to the university at home? He's gonna be in
Yeah.
Imperial in 5 seconds. I think Vinchester is just doing several mistakes, in my opinion. I don't know what you think. Like, university should be there. He delayed himself. That's a lot.
It's a few small things, not the biggest deal. Like, he deleted the university because I think he needed wood to actually get the trebs out. So he realized that, he can't actually afford, and now he's making a full work outside. He is so confident here. Like, look at how much space he has in the back.
But how much space? I mean, is the whole Canada there? You know what I mean? Like, your country is there to build farms and forward, and then he's doing forward. What the hell? And still, no university survivalist. What is this?
Yeah, I think he's so confident that he won't lose this position, or maybe he thinks that if he loses this position, he's dead anyways. I don't think that's the case. I think since he has the relics, he can fall back if he loses this position. But you know, if he makes the full works here, he's super committed to controlling the map. And well, we'll see. He's gonna focus fire the siege workshop, but guess what? There's 2 siege workshops, so it's not as big of a deal. And Villese is gonna be able to push this back. Look at the economy. Vinchester stopped making as many villagers. Well, Villese actually did add a 4th TC, so that's maybe why he's ahead in villagers right now. But yeah, Vinchester behind economy, behind in tech, and his military actually can't fight Villese as well. So actually, Vinchester kind of behind in every way in this game right now.
There's one thing that I like it a lot. He didn't soak his army, so now he doesn't have the greatest spikes at all. Only +1/+1, not even halberdiers coming with Hobuch, because he didn't know what is coming. Those cavaliers are going to take the battle now. Let's see, because if he kill all these, might snowball. But those pikes, as you mentioned, are mega pikes, elite pikes. The pikes are with crap upgrades, and he killed everything. What the hell? He took a lot. He converted out a few cavaliers, and then with those, he's just losing the battle or what? This castle going down is so important. The problem is that he can spam cavaliers forever. Look at the spamming. But he has 15 in the queue, one cavalier outside. Where's the army, Vinchester? Too overconfident. Survivalist.
Yeah, you know, killing this castle was huge, though. That's got to bring Vinchester back in the game. Like, if he didn't kill that castle, then he would have gotten nothing from this. So at least he got something. And yeah, I mean, those pikes are basically halbs. They don't need upgrades. And the 3 conversions on the Cavalier made all the difference in that fight. So Vinchester really wanted to kill the bombard cannons. He wasn't quite able to do it. And well, the game is still fairly even. We're seeing that ARB play come in. So that's what I was saying earlier. It's like the Poles are probably going to need to add ARBs in the late game in this matchup, because those halbs, you just can't do anything against them if you don't have ARB.
And now the Arbalests are going to come, but there is more monks. He's still converting. The pikes are not halberdiers, but they are going to be in a moment. The castle is going to be down. I think Vinchester has been playing overconfident the whole game, yes. Why the score is still ahead? Because Poles are broken. Because in this situation, it shouldn't happen. 400, 500 score ahead now. With the halberdiers, everything changed. Just mild survival is because you agree.
Yeah, these halbs, they will just destroy everything. But a few Cavalier getting in, it might be enough to buy time. See, the thing is that these Cavalier don't actually have to kill anything. What they have to do is keep these Halberdiers in the back of Villese's base instead of supporting the siege push forward. And just that means there's less units pushing, which can let Vinchester breathe a little bit more here.
Well, Vinchester is trying to breathe, as you mentioned. Cavaliers going back. The thing is, when you have Cavaliers and Arval, it's a great combination. And what makes Bohemians dangerous is an upgrade that they don't have, and they are not close to have it at all. They have Niche, and now it's only 1 bombard cannon. Really believe that with this army, if he just have a little bit more Arvales, he's fine. He's completely fine after all these battle survivalists.
Yeah, exactly. And this is where we're seeing those relics really come into play. Just having access to a little bit more gold is pretty nice. Well, we're not quite at that point because Villese does have a bit of map control. He has the gold and the stone on the left side there. But yeah, it can come into play. Ooh!
The Cavaliers there, man! The Cavaliers just make them disappear. And now he has a lot of full work here. Well, farmers outside, which is incredible. But Villese, the monks. The monks! Don't lose the monks. He lost 2 monks there. Now ballistic is gonna be even harder. How many Arbalest? He has only 9 Arbalest, while his opponent now is doing a castle in front. And I was talking about this with Fire in the previous series, Survivalist. Bohemians is also much easier to play, like Hals and Hovnishi, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, you make it. You just make sure the halbs stay near the siege units, and it's fine. But this is going to be a good battle for Vinchester. He might be able to take out all the hand cannons in the siege. Now, this castle is really good for Villese because it does support this area, but all the army's going to die. The castle's up a little bit late.
Exactly.
And this is exactly what Vinchester needed.
Ooh, he's taking out all the units. Now Vinchester is killing the trebuchet. He's gonna take another one down. He need to go back with the hand cannoneers. But can you tell me where's the halves? I don't see the halves anymore because once the arbalists are there, the domination is real. And Vinchester is confident enough to have those farmers outside because he knows that, hey, I'm gonna be in time there with the arbalists. And look at now the numbers: 160 population, 140. The Hubnica is now there. But how many bomber cannons he has right now on the field? Survivalists, viewers, 0. He's doing, but he has a 0. And it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible how Vinchester has come back in this game.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the Hubnica, they will be here, so it's all about if he can snipe the Arbs. If the Arbs go down, the Cavalier are easy to deal with. But, you know, the Arbs will kill all the halbs in the front, and then the Cavalier kill everything else. So it's super important to get rid of these halbs, or get rid of the Arbs for Villese. And, well, Hubnica is a pretty good unit to do that, so I think this game still not over.
No, it's not over. Definitely not, because just look at those Calvardiers, how they eat the Cavaliers even more that they don't have the +4 armor, right? Oh my god, and now he's doing the upgrades that makes those crazy units even faster. I cannot pronounce that. Wankenberg tactics, or whatever it is, you know? I mean, these developers only makes all harder to me, Mr. Survivalist. What is this?
Yeah, you know, they need to translate them into English, you know? Why are we using the German pronunciation or whatever?
Yeah, unbelievable. Okay, but you cannot lose those Hubnica. Let's see, he's gonna shoot or not. I mean, the problem here is what we were talking before. Villese is not gonna have gold forever. Villese is not gonna have gold forever. Yeah, he's gonna lose some arbalists here and there, but he's also killing the Hubnica, and he has only 2 on the field now. Whoa. What?
Yeah.
I mean, would you make also siege rams? Oh, he's also killing Villese in the north. Siege rams as well, because they get siege rams, Poles and Bohemians, I believe.
Yeah, well, wait, do Bohemians get siege ram? I actually can't remember.
It's Poles. It's Poles.
Yeah, I think it's just Poles.
It's Poles.
So, I mean, it's not really necessary. Like, the siege rams will go down to the Hubnica, but it is something, like, another thing that will tank. So, when the Hubnica are attacking the rams, they're not attacking the arbs. So, you know, it could be good to add in. Poles can do anything, though. Like,
look at Vinchester. He agreed with me. Cap rams already. Aye.
There you go.
I mean, Survivalist, you cannot fight with Menstradamus. I mean, even if it looks like it's a weird decision, because maybe it's weird, but, you know, I only get these decisions here in AoE. I wish I got in the lottery, you know, but never happened. Never happened, amigo. Well, Vinchester, and back into the game. Look at the population, man. It's solid right now.
Yeah. Vinchester just needs a few more houses. Looks like he's getting them. But yeah, I mean, I can see the idea behind going Rams. It makes a lot of sense. It's just to finish the game. And the Hubnicas, they will go down. They have that 1 extra pierce armor, which makes them a little stronger than the bombard cannons. But you know, they still do die to Arbs here. And this combination of Arb and Cavalier is just nuts. It's just nuts. And Poles can actually afford it.
I was about to tell you that. And Poles, I mean, you can expand them forever. And if you don't have Cavaliers, then you make full upgraded Hussars and Domination. There you go, Siege Rams. Where he's gonna send the Siege Ram? I mean, you can send in front, but he can send the Siege Ram where the Stone Miners by Villese are dying completely. I think this is incredible, but Vinchester, in a series that we thought was going to be very close, well, we saw this before. 2-0 start, and then it went for 7 games. But Vinchester is playing these first 2 games, Survivalist. Oh boy.
Yeah, you know, I think Villese did play this game pretty well. It's just Poles are just Poles are on another level. So, you know, I think that Villese, I think we can see him if he gets his home map next round, right? So I think we're gonna be seeing maybe a win from Villese next, hopefully. Yeah, but let's have a closer series.
So you are talking like if this game is over already, like, okay, the game is for Vinchester?
I think that once this castle goes down, Villese is not going to really have any more options here because he's going to run out of gold. And
but the
Vinchester,
Cavaliers disappear.
He's maxed, right?
The Cavaliers disappear. Yeah, but still, he's getting open now. He can raid there. I mean, Villese know that he only needs halves. His population is still solid. The Rams are coming. The Hufniche are in his base. Now he's sending everything. Skirms, Arbalest, even some Overwatch as well. But once you kill the siege, if you kill the Hufniche, that's the thing. You kill the siege, and the Halberdiers cannot defend alone. He's defending, man. Look how he's repairing survivalists. He knows that those Hufniche is the key here. And military numbers is now even less. Whoa.
Yeah, Vinchester's, he's able to keep his higher population, though, here because the Pole's economy is just a lot better. So, slowly but surely, you know, once these two Hufnitzes are done, the game is over. And I think we're gonna be seeing, I think we're gonna see Villese call it pretty soon here because the castle's down.
But don't spoil me again, okay? Don't spoil me again, okay? Okay, look at those Arbalests. GG Cole. Did you spoil? What the hell, man? He spoiled again. I kick him. No. I know. I'm joking, man. I'm joking. Guys.
I'm in these players' heads, you know.
Okay. Vinchester domination, man. With the APM very similar. But now we're going to check what was the key here with a very smooth. Man, then we have to say that he was right. Look at all the farmers outside. You know, confident in oath. He controlled the game. And Pole's economy, let's check. But you know what surprised me? They still don't ban the civilization survivalists. Yeah. Look at the economy, man.
I think Poles has to. Yeah, it has to be an instant ban if Arena's in the pool or like any kind of closed map. Really, like this civ is just going to dominate unless there's like no stone or something. But 7K resources more. Even though he had the later boom, remember? Like he didn't even add the TCs right away. So
and then for relics, well, everything went smooth, very, very smooth for Vinchester. But remember, this is a best of 7, and we saw exactly 2-0 in the previous series. A lot of things to keep going here. And now, this is what I'm telling you, like Arena, and now Villese has Arabia, Oasis, Nomad. I mean, I will go Nomad if I was Villese right now to try to stop this smooth, let's say, build order for his opponent. What do you think?
Yeah, it really just depends on what he feels comfortable doing here. I'm sure that he has some maps more prepared than others. So, yeah, Nomad just to break up the standardness, like we've been seeing some pretty standard play last game. And, well, migration is starting to become pretty standard, especially in this tournament. So, yeah, Nomad, it can be all over the place. But people definitely have it mostly figured out, at least, like what's good in what situations. It's just, it comes down to scouting and, you know, maybe you get the lucky boars, maybe you get the lucky lame. So there's a little more luck involved in Nomad, but I think that all the players know how to react in all the various situations that come up.
Hopefully, guys, you enjoy. Here we are. I'm not putting Mr. Survivalist and myself for so long, but I'm loving the tournament. I don't know you, Mr. Survivalist, but this is looking great. And now, we have the map, 4 Lakes. What do you think about that one?
All right. 4 Lakes is another map that just requires a lot of attention. So like Migration, it's like there can be water battles in every single lake all at the same time, along with the land aggression. So this map requires a ton of multitasking. So players have to be really on top of their game to effectively play this map.
But man, he's doing already some of his special decisions. Incas by Vinchester on 4 Lakes. Incas. I mean, against Byzantines. I mean, Byzantines, your favorite civilization, probably one of the best civilizations overall. I mean, so versatile. But Incas here, what is he aiming for with this civilization choice? Because in the late game, Incas gonna have a bad time against Byzantines.
Yeah, most likely. Well, Incas, the wood that they save from the houses is actually pretty good in the early game. Like, it seems like it's not a huge bonus, but it actually seems or it seems to work out really well. And of course, the Incas, they have access to Eagle Warrior, which is just really strong. If you can make some Eagle Warriors, run around with them, they can be pretty good. And even the cheaper castles. So having your castles about 100 stone cheaper can really help with castle dropping, securing resources, because on 4 lakes, the golds are all over the map. So you really have to secure resources with castles, with towers, with TCs. So I think that Incas can be pretty solid. It's not an orthodox pick. It is definitely not a pick we see often, but yeah, I'm excited to see what Vinchester has in store for us here.
And let's go, because we are now in game number 3, as Yellow Villese is in the north, Byzantines. And thank you so much, Mr. Nika, for the raid, and everyone that is joining. Vinchester in the south as Incas, and probably what Nikov is doing, Mr. Survivalist, he played tomorrow against Leary, so he thought, hey, an oath streaming, let's focus now in the games, more relax, and even practice if it's needed, because tomorrow I will play against Leary, and I have seen an oath. He was watching the previous series, now this one. But being said that, the map for Villese has the wood on the left. On the right, it has wood too, but quite open map for what it is. And, well, but similar. Also open on the right for Vinchester, so the map looks similar for both.
Yeah, I think it's easier to wall for Villese, because he can just wall the left side and then he can wall to the TC, and those golds are going to be pretty easy to protect. But yeah, if he does get towered, which can be pretty common on this map, it's going to be a bit of a disaster for Villese. So both players very close. And look, Vinchester going for the southern dock. So he's going for the dock actually in the perfect spot. He doesn't know where Villese is, but he kind of guessed correctly, and now he's got the far dock. That's going to be really a little bit more difficult for Villese to get some aggression happening in that southern pond.
As you were talking, like these maps, like Coastal and some others, when I'm watching, I am, let's say, the observer. Probably for the viewer, might looks like this is easy, it's more or less clear. You go for a pond in the corner. These maps require huge multitasking, probably even more than standard Arabia 1v1.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you have to always be checking if your opponent is docking, and like you have to check if they're... Yeah, you have to check where they are. You have to be keeping in mind where you're going to be expanding with the lumber camps, and you got to know where all of the resources are. You don't want to get towered. Like, there's just so many things to think about, and it's just so different than Arabia. It can play out so differently, so it requires a bit of a different skill set that players maybe don't have as developed as their Arabia skills. So, yeah, it can lead to some really interesting games, though.
Is Arabia more automatic? Like here, it depends a lot more about generation, what you do if you get to sneak ability. I mean, not about Arabia only, even Arena, other maps that is more about the build orders. Here, the build orders matters, but decisions is probably even more important, because it depends a lot if you sneak a villager or if they sneak you. Like, you have to check a lot of things, and it's so complex, and I don't know. It's a very hard map. I'm surprised that, well, people enjoy, I mean, the players enjoy this one because it's very popular with the players.
Yeah, well, I think players, they really like to test their multitasking to the limits, and this map definitely provides. So yeah, we're seeing Vinchester Scout is going to go into the TC. He's got to be a bit careful here. Yeah, he knows. So yeah, he's not going to take any damage here. Now, where is Villese's Scout? Villese got kind of unlucky. He went the wrong direction here, so you know he is going to not find Vinchester. Although Vinchester Scout, yeah,
but he's going to dock there.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see. Oh, what is that? A barracks from Vinchester with 4 villagers. That leads me to believe he's going to go tower rush. Is he going to go forward with these villagers?
I mean, when he's doing that, it can be that, or he wants to make militias fast, because he has 2 villages on goal. So probably that's why he put the Barra, because he's a little bit late otherwise. But he's oh my god. Yeah, Vinchester want to, ladies and gentlemen, Vinchester want to destroy my broadcast. And why I say this? Because we want 4-3, 3-4. But he said, Mem, I love you. I co-cast with you, yes. But I want to win right away. Why? Because tomorrow he's going to co-cast with me. So he wants to be fresh. I mean, or what is the reason? But then he wants to finish this. This This is a huge forward with... He's already with 4 villages there. It's not too early, Mr.
He's way too... Yeah, he's like 40 seconds too early. Yeah,
Like,
he wanted to
I
get in position, but it's like... the positions were so close. Like, if he had to send his villagers across the map, then yeah, but there are the close positions, so he's just gonna build a house. He'll be okay. He needed the house anyways, but yeah, these villagers, they're gonna be such a pain if Villese doesn't see it. Well, but you know what? Byzantines have Town Watch. There's no way he doesn't see this because of Town Watch. So, let's see the counter tower, or is Villese just gonna move?
I mean, I'm sowing exactly that, and yeah, but now he's doing the tower, in my opinion, a little bit too slow. He's gonna make it probably, but now the men-at-arms are going to be there. Will you make now the men-at-arms since you see that your opponent has already the archery range? I think he shouldn't do it, but he's doing. He's thinking, man, you are noob. You are not right. I'm gonna make the men-at-arms and try to disturb the gold miners. The good thing is that even if he do the tower... Oh, he has already another. Is he mining a stone? Oh, he took some stone, I believe, to be able to make another tower because the towers are cheaper. Oh man, that second tower, Mr. Survivalist, is just amazing because the gold and that part of the wood is also bye-bye. Oh my god. Well, the stone is on the right for Villese. But that's a huge tower, Vincent.
Oh yeah, you know you can't build towers without stone, but you also can't build towers without wood. So I think that wood is going to be the main issue for Villese here, and especially because he wanted to. Well, he didn't end up actually getting the dock on the right side. It looked like he was going to go for it, but he didn't. But
look at the village where it is. Survivalist. Look at the village where it is on the right side, close to 6 o'clock. The village is there, trying to sneak, but Vinchester has also a galley there. Even doing the Town Watch. What an aggression by Vinchester here. So aggro.
Yeah, and this was his strategy with Incas. You have the cheaper towers, and of course, saving the wood in the early game. It can really make this play work, and he got a really good generation for that. Now, one thing to mention is that Byzantines, they do have the extra HP on their towers, so it is a little tricky to attack into that, but since Inca's towers are cheaper, they also cost less to repair, so it's kind of the same. And Vinchester going more on stone. He's got 5 on stone, so he's going to continue this tower aggression.
Yeah, but there is one thing also that is benefit a lot more here. Vinchester is going with the men-at-arms. He's now doing the tower here to defend the wood. Because look at where the wood is. But the problem is Fletcher is already there. He's trying to micro against a village. I think he will take that one. He's going to take the archer too. This is looking amazing now for Vinchester. Population is ahead. Map control is ahead. Everything is ahead. And I don't know what you think, but this is looking so mess for Vinchester. Sorry, for Villese. The advantage is, it has to be for Vinchester here.
I think it's just a messy game. I don't think that either player really have a major advantage here because Vinchester, he's had these villagers forward doing nothing, right? So,
good point.
Yeah, I mean, how many villagers have died? We only see 1 death for Villese, so it's not the biggest deal here.
Survival, look at that home. The archers are coming. They are with Fletcher. Let's see if Vinchester is gonna notice. He do not notice. Disaster. That's gonna be 1 villager down. At least 1 villager down. If not 2. Okay, if he migrates, only 3 archers, but he's gonna take another probably. 2 villagers down. There you go. So at the end, with all this aggression, Villese did more damage. At least in numbers. 12-2-2, the same.
Yeah, I think that while we were watching that, another villager went down in Villese's base. So the game is even.
And crazy.
Yeah, Villese is on gold and Vinchester is not. So that's one major difference here. Vinchester's never getting housed with the Inca bonus, so that's kind of a plus. Whereas we see Villese is currently housed, which is a bit of a problem. Where's he even making a house? Actually, Villese not even making a house. Oh, when is he gonna make a house?
No, and Vinchester is doing more houses when he doesn't need it.
You got it.
Oh,
yeah.
The archers has to be careful with sending some skirmishers. The men-at-arms is still alive. Those are huge. Look at the micro in front. This is crazy battle here by Purple, by Vinchester. He's gonna take another villager. No, he didn't. He defended with the tower and few skirmishes. The men-at-arms is still alive. But at the end, the KD is better for Villese. You know what? Vinchester need maybe come forward and make a tower here to deny the stone. Or, well, I don't know what he's going to do. He is still going for the goal. I mean, this is crazy. I don't know.
There are
It's
so
crazy.
many different options that the players can make. It's so hard to say which is going to be the right call until one player actually makes the call. Now, both players transitioning just to making their archer units, and both players are going to be going up to Castle Age as their next plan here. So both players going to be in Castle Age. Now, Villese is still on stone. Vinchester is still on stone as well. I wonder if we're going to be seeing Castle drop.
Survivalist, Vinchester is selling his soul, is selling everything, and now he's on the way to Castle Age already. On the way to Castle Age already. I don't even know how. It's not gonna be too late, Villese, but the timing, the momentum matters here. And if you are up 1 minute faster and go full Eagles in how the map it is now set up, can you tell me how the hell, sorry for telling like this, is now Villese gonna stop the Eagles with this map generation? Tell me, because I don't know.
It's gonna be really tough. I mean, Byzantines, if they can get a castle up and make like 2 cataphracts, they'll kill Eagles. But of course, then you get converted by monks, so it's a little bit tricky with that kind of play. But yeah, I mean, Vinchester, he's got the second barracks down. He's making his Eagle scouts. Needs to cue the Eagle from the second one. He's got it. And yeah, he's gonna make Eagles to gain map control and go for a castle on Villese's face.
He's gonna make both, man. This is not Menstradamus, it's Survivalist Damus now. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He's doing the +1 armor, I was going to say, because also now all the upgrades in castles will affect the villages as well. So it's gonna be much easier for him to defend against those skirmishes or maybe archers even. So it's gonna be a protection at home. But man, they are playing pretty much, I mean, Vinchester is full open. Well, he's open as well, Villese with towers. What is this game? It's wild.
Yeah, I mean, Vinchester's walled more of Villese's base than he's walled of his own base. So, yeah, he definitely doesn't really care about the walls. He just thinks that, you know, the Eagles are going to just finish it off here. And I think that's probably what we're going to be seeing here.
Well, population...
Eagles are so hard to stop.
Yeah. But population is the same. That's why now he's doing a stable. He's in castle, 1 minute 36 seconds. The Eagles are coming. Eagle Warrior. He has to be really careful. He's gonna make another stable. Well, where's the first stable? Is that the first stable he's doing? So he made the upgrade, but that's the first stable. And now Monastery. Oh my god. He's gonna have everything. Monks to convert. Eagles are coming. He's GG call! What is this, man? Whoa!
Yep.
Total and brutal domination by Vinchester, Survivalist.
Yeah, you know, I'm starting to see the logic here. That tower rush with Incas, it's going to be the strongest out of the 3 Eagle civs, and then Eagle follow-up is so difficult to stop, even under normal circumstances. So, yeah, wow.
Honestly,
amazing game by Vinchester.
People might think, what the hell, and so on. I mean, he can't stop this. He's coming also with a tower. He's coming with a tower to the stone, and then followed by monks. I think it was over. It was going to get destroyed by the Eagles right now. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, Villese needed to be up faster to Castle Age, and he needed to just make knights. Even though he's Byzantines, he just needed to make knights earlier. It's such a tricky decision to make as Byzantines without bloodlines, but you know, it's sometimes your best option against these Eagle Warriors.
Look, Survivalist, with 1 villager more for Villese, Vinchester had 2,000 resources more.
Wow.
2,000 resources more. No, guys, he didn't cancel the Castle Age, guys. When you call the GG, it just appeared the resources drop. It's happened always when you are up and you go Castle. He didn't cancel anything. He just resigned because he thought it was over. And like I repeated again, with 1 villager less, 2,000 resources more. What is this? I expected a close series in this one, and much more one-sided in the first one, and you never know what can happen in this game, Survivalist, because it's crazy. It's
exactly.
Game,
honestly, Villese had a much worse map that game with the forward wood line, and his other wood line was pretty on the other side. So, you know, Vinchester getting a little bit lucky with the map there, but he's also playing just the perfect strategy here. So, yeah, Villese is going to have a long road to climb to get back in this one.
Okay, and now what we're gonna have, because there is a match point here, they're gonna have a small break, but you are not gonna have a small break because we're gonna have a beautiful video. Do you wanna see the legends that we have in the next video, Mr. Survivalist? Take a look, because they are incredible. Let's go.
Which player can you play a million Age of Empires 2 games against and never get bored?
That's interesting. I think I can play against Lix in Nomad like for whole my life.
God.
Like I like it. Like, he's actually quite good in Nomad. Like I can win him crazily. It should be fun.
Fun is a good word. I feel like I would never play a million Age of Empires games, so I would get bored of myself playing, so I don't care about the opponent, I would get bored myself.
I would play Socotra against Doubt. I would just troll the hell out of him. 1,000 games straight, no problem.
I'll go Huang.
God.
One million running back.
Experience, skills, strategy preparation, or a good night's sleep. Which of these factors is the most important when it comes to good tournament performance?
I think strategy. I think that if you come in prepared and you have the right idea in mind and you commit to it, yeah, you might lose some games if you get outskilled, but I think for the most part you'll perform to your best ability because you know what to do.
I feel like at the highest level, it might be more up to, because level is so close right now, so how you're feeling on the day helps a lot. But I think
what is gonna be tomorrow, Lear and Nick of the Viper versus Mr. Yo. But now let's go back into the games, right? Villese and Vinchester are already there because we are getting into game number 4, and now we have to cheer for Villese because we don't want a 4-0. I don't know what you think, Mr. Survival. Is a 4-0 between those two players. I never imagined this. Honestly, I thought that this could be one of the most competitive series in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But anyways, yeah, hopefully we can get to see another game. It looks like one of Villese's villagers kind of idle. I wonder if he's using select all idols, but this start with the 9 villagers on Nomad, it really changes the way that you approach this map. Like, this map is just so different when you have so many villagers to build a TC. It's like you can almost get up the TC in a better spot because just the difference in villagers isn't as huge. It's just better to get that better spot because you want to be able to get to feudal age with a reasonable timing and everything. I like Villese's spot. It's in between the 2 wood lines. It's more central. So if he can last through the earlier stages of the game, he's going to have the better position on the map. But we're already seeing Vinchester taking this boar from across the map. Vinchester does have access to the stone on his CC, which can be pretty good. So let's see how it plays out here.
Look how he's taking the boar. Look how he's taking the boar. He has a ship all the time in between. The whole path, you know? Look at that ship. Now, you think he's multitasking here? A little bit, right? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clicking like madness. Man.
These days, players can lure the boar from across the map, no problem, no loom. So, it's
well,
like...
let me say something. I see some comment in the chat. I have the no snow mod activated, but for some reason it doesn't work. So, yeah, well, it's a pure white, but honestly, I think it's beautiful to see because... Well, I mean, I know it's green in the minimap, but yeah, for whatever reason, the no snow didn't work, but I have activated. Anyway, being said that, sorry for interrupting you, I wanted to clarify that to the viewers. Villese is 1 village ahead right now, and the fish gonna have a really important role here, even more how close they are.
Yeah, and that's Malian's advantage, is getting the fishing ships going a little bit faster, which can lead to maybe a faster feudal age time, which can lead to killing the opponent's fish. So it all snowballs from just getting that earlier fishing ship. And so we'll see if Villese can get to the next age. Where is his gold? Like, the problem with Villese's TC is that there's no stone and no gold and anywhere near it, really. Like, he has to go pretty far to actually get those resources. So his villagers are going to be very exposed in feudal age. Most players, they're going to be going castle age right away on this map anyways, but he's definitely open to some earlier aggression on land.
Yeah, and I'm checking. I mean, having the stone on the TC is fantastic here for Vinchester. The goal is not too far. Easy wallable there where the board it is, and that pack of deers you can wall between those two forests. And also the other forest in the south where the deers are, and now Villese is exploring with the ship. Survivalist, you can wall till the edge of the map, well, till the shorefish, till the shoreline, sorry. And then you are walled completely. I mean, in a corner. His map is amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. Now Villese is getting loom and he's running around the map with his villagers, so he just wants to scout some things. He knows that there's a big ocean in the north, so he might be tempted to make another dock up here, start fishing up here, or he's just looking for resources anyways, just sending a villager around, especially the Koreans, and yeah, he's up the feudal. Both players up the feudal.
Look at Vinchester POV. He has explored the whole map. That's why the score is like almost 200 points ahead. I mean, it's not terrible exploration for Villese, but Purple has explored everything pretty much.
Yeah. Well, that's what you get with Koreans villagers. It's pretty insane.
Yeah.
And, well, does Villese know that Vinchester's here? I think he knows because he sees the boar, the dead boar in the fog. So he knows that this is Vinchester's woodline. So he might be tempted to place a tower on there. We'll have to see what his plan with this villager is. Oh, you know what? Villese doesn't know where Vinchester's dock is. So he's making a second dock in the bottom there, but he's trying to find the dock.
Well, but it's very lucky. Like, well, maybe he knows because I am on Villese point of view, and he has lost a couple of units in that area. If you notice, he has sent a couple of sheep. If you see the exploration, he has lost something there, so he knows that he might be there. And that's why he's doing the second dock there. I mean, I believe. Yeah, he's doing now outpost. Villese trying to find out where his opponent is, but he knows where it is. As you mentioned, he see the dead boar, so he's gonna go galleys right away. Yeah, he's gonna take the fish from Vinchester, like almost sure.
Yeah. Yeah, well, 2 is a higher number than 1, so I think 2 Pyre Galleys are going to beat the 1 Pyre Galley and kill the fish, and that's kind of what I was saying, like, you get this little snowball advantage from being Mullions, and it can all add up. Add on to the fact that, of course, the docks are cheaper. All the buildings are cheaper for Mullions. You save that little bit of extra wood, allows you to get those Fire Galleys out, and what is this? Double dock from Vinchester in the top, so he's going to give up the water in the bottom. Well, he's not going to give it up. He's going to retreat. Yeah, he's going to move. Yeah. He's going to give it up for now, but he's going to fight for the water from the north, and just Vinchester's just going to wall up his base, so no land aggression can come in.
Yeah, but this is a good decision in my opinion. By the way, Survivalist, you are much better than me in maths, you know? Like much better. I'm not trolling, eh? When you say that, the 2 are better than 1. Ay, amigo, amigo, you kill me, man.
In case, just in case.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, the troll is real, man. The troll is real. Anyway, Mr. Survivalist, I think that the right decision is to move the fish even more, watching how well you are set up at home, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's just going to, he knows that land aggression can't really kill him.
But the archery range inside. The archery range inside by Villese, this is very good. Now he forced his opponent to make a tower because he has no buildings at all. And that archery range now is not gonna do too much because it's only 1 village and 1 archer. He need to send more. Yeah, you need to make this tower. And then if he's doing this tower, he should be okay.
Yeah, it's not going to kill anything, but look at all the idle time. And of course, the watchtower still costs 200 resources or 175, so it's still pretty expensive to put down this watchtower. I think that like the art. Oh, and another tower. Okay. Ooh, but only 1 archer to protect that Ville. So does Vinchester see it? I mean, he sees it. Of course, he sees his Korean.
He has to go. He has to go there with Villese. He has to kill that tower. Well, he's doing another tower. Oh, he's mining a stone. Okay.
Yeah.
It's even better. You make the tower and you're fine. You don't have to fight. Maybe it's better to fight and then you kill it because, I mean, so many villages idle here for Vinchester Survivalist.
I mean, Vinchester knows that he's not going to be able to chase this villager down because there's archers out. So the tower just makes sure that no more aggression can come in. So now this area is completely secure for Vinch. And yeah, he can just move on with his next plan, which is to make galleys, probably snipe all the fish in the bottom, which is what he's currently doing, and then eventually make his way to Castle Age.
Oh, he's taking the fish. This is really good. He's killing the fish. Aye, aye, aye. Well, till now, the economy for Villese was really smooth. It's true that now in the north, he has 2 fire galleys, but he's coming and he's doing more galleys. Not really. Okay, he's still there with the archers, but with those archers, I don't think he can achieve too much anymore. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to do too much here.
Maybe they will. He's sending one villager there behind the woodland.
Yeah, that Vill should probably get home. He's gonna have to delete one of the things. Oh, he's gonna go back that way. No, he's definitely gonna die now. Wait.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead now.
Yeah, it's dead. He would have had to delete and yeah.
It's too much. It's too much going on survivalist all the time, like we were talking. Now he's doing the barrack, mill in front. Looks... Even if he lost 3 Villese, well, 3 fishing ships, I think this is looking okay for him because now he's doing the market. He's having some good economy. He is using the market, and don't forget that it's not the first time Villese has been in this kind of very hard situation, and then he did very well, like he's doing right now. Look at that micro, but the towers are gonna help now. Oh man. Yeah, the resources are looking very good for Villese. Go.
The towers really reduce the amount of area that Villese can micro. So you need a lot of space to micro. Oh, this Vill is...
He's dead
Vinchester.
with the galleys.
Yeah.
He lost it. Well, I was about to say that Vill alive is so important because he could make inside siege and stuff. And now, Vinchester is going to be safe at home. I mean, safe. Still the archers there, but he has the tower, and without any potential siege, then he's okay.
Yeah,
I don't know what you think.
I mean, this a castle drop could still be a little bit of an issue because, well, I mean, the players are pretty close, and of course, mining stone is pretty standard on this map. But let's first to click up here, so
much faster.
Like, gonna be a pretty big advantage here. Villese is only 3 on stone, so if he's gonna go for a castle drop, he's gonna need to get more on stone right now. Otherwise, he is adding a stable, so maybe we're gonna be seeing some knights play from our Malian's player. Knights can be pretty good because they can break the palisades pretty quickly, and of course, these palisades, they're so far away from any villagers, so the knights will break in.
But there's one problem here, survivalist. Like, he's adding now farms. He has 4 on food. He has lost the fish. He has economies at the limit. So, to make a big push here, it will have to be kinda clone. He has 9 on gold, 4 on food only. Now 6 when he put the farmers. Well, he didn't. Okay, now the 5th one. He has no resources. He's on the way to Castle Age, but his economy is kinda weak. I don't know what you think.
Yeah. He's going to be able to afford a few knights, maybe a siege push. He might end up just adding TCs here, but that's maybe a little bit too defensive, especially against the Koreans here. If the Koreans get to war wagons, it could be a bit of a problem. But Villese does confirm that Vinchester did add some skirmishers. So, and of course, the skirmishers do have armor because he's Koreans, but also fletching is in. So I think Villese is kind of safe to go for a few knights here. A scout's coming in just to see what's coming. Well, perfect. Yeah, I mean, he must know that there's going to be war wagons coming in. That's got to be Vinchester's strategy if he's got this many on stone. And having the camel option for Malians could be okay here. We'll have to see what he goes. He's going for armor on the knights here.
He needs siege, in my opinion. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I mean, he needs siege to survivalist. If not, he's doing a monastery, which I like it, but he's doing he's doing a tower here on the stone. Why he's doing that tower on the stone? I don't know.
Oh, well, I mean, he knows that there's gonna be units running around, so he just wants to clear this a little bit more.
Well, I mean,
there is that. I guess maybe he doesn't know. I think he has full vision of his base though too. It's maybe an unnecessary tower.
I know why. I know why. Yeah. Because look at the archery range, debated. He has a flag, so he doesn't know how many archers are there. He doesn't know and want to protect the stone. Go.
Yeah, exactly. So these knights are gonna come in, but honestly, like, that +1 armor was pretty expensive. It almost would have been better to use that just for more knights instead of getting that armor. We'll see if it ends up making a difference, but I think having more knights here might have been better for Villese. But what's his follow-up going to be? Because you can't just make knights and then do nothing. It all depends on what his follow-up is. And, wow, Vinchester deciding not to finish off the market of Villese's. The market was getting hit by the fire galleys. It never ended up dying. So that could actually be still useful for Villese to have. And this monk might allow these knights to break in because it can convert the Vil.
Uh-oh, you have to be careful. You need to go back. Maybe he's gonna make a market there himself. Why not? But no, well, he's just gonna wall those, and when he's in castle, he's gonna be well defended for sure, because we will have guard towers. Then I don't know what is gonna be the following. It's gonna be maybe a castle in front or just in the middle of those 3 towers. Nah, he's doing on his... Yeah, on his TC. I was expecting that. Safe.
Yeah.
Just safe.
So this is actually good that Villese didn't overinvest into this because, yeah, of course, the castle, the towers, they're already up. They're going to defend any kind of aggression that comes in. So Villese has just added a second TC. We're probably going to be seeing another, like a third TC pretty soon. And yeah, it's really his turn to defend against the war wagons that are going to be coming in. Villese is already on monk tech. And look, second monastery. So... yeah. He's going to go for the monk play against this. I like it. And he's just going to play towards the late game with a better economy. Honestly, Villese is going to get ahead here in the economy because adding that castle, making war wagons, that's pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive, and now the one who is with a lot more villages on foot and gold is definitely Villese. He has 3 tone centers, 1, 2, 3 tone centers, so his economy is smooth. With the monks, he can defend here. The only problem is that they don't have the mobility. If he's adding a lot of war wagons, it might work out. And another problem is, I believe that Vinchester will go with more towers or more, yeah, maybe a second castle, because right now he has to commit. Because Vinchester is the one with only 4 on foot, and definitely he knows that he's gonna fall behind in the economy. I mean, he's doing another TC between the gold and the stone, but he's already 6 villages behind, and Bozo, even also Horse Collar for Villese, he's so behind now, Vinchester, in economy. I don't know if he's gonna be able, Vinchester, to come back in this one, even if he's doing a lot of war wagons.
Yeah, I think Vinchester's definitely in a tight spot here, especially, like I was saying at the start of the game, making a central TC just gives you a little bit more map when the game goes later. Vinchester has to make this kind of more risky TC forward, closer to Villese's base, and, well, Villese doesn't really have anything to deal with that right now, but it's still a pretty forward TC. It looks like Vinchester, he's only got the 4 fishing ships, although Villese doesn't have any, and all the fishing ships, they're probably not all going to get cleaned up, but one of them is going to go down to this fire galley. The water doesn't matter as much at this stage, but yeah, we're just seeing Villese get more and more ahead with the economy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he has 57 villages, 42. He's also adding monks. His economy is really great. I think one castle that would be great will be between those 2 forward TCs, where the gold and the farmers are. You know, in that small hill, you make a castle there. If you are Villese, and you protect pretty much all your economy. But this is why Vinchester is now coming forward. He knows that he needs to make some push. And how to push here when you are Korea? Well, towers, maybe some war wagons, and maybe some siege following. He's doing the tower, he's doing a counter tower, but Villese will not be able to do too much with that tower, because the other towers are much better, but the knights help. The knights really helps a lot, and deny that tower. This is a good moment here for Villese. I think the score is misleading because of the water survivalists, honestly.
Yeah. What's this? I mean, the scouting doesn't change anything, but yeah, it's just really the water. I think that Villese has the better control of this game. Of course, it can all change if Vinchester gets a good tower or a good castle up, and with the army that he has, and with how slow monks are, he definitely can have that option here. Now, this tower is going to range these monasteries, so that's going to make getting monks out a little bit of a pain here. Atonement coming in for Villese, so he's really going to want to shut down those enemy monks here.
Okay, he's trying to go with the knights. You have to be careful. He's going back now. He has so many war wagons coming with so many villages as well. And now, this is the castle he wanted to do. That's really, really more tricky. He's doing a castle, taking the wood. He's still not gonna take the TC, so he's gonna take all the buildings, but still, Villese can move all his economy, so it shouldn't be a terrible situation, that castle for Villese. I don't know what you think, and Villese can make his own castle as well, survivalist. So, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I think Villese will be able to just make the castle maybe on the hill here, just where the war wagons are, and this will go well for the monks. So yeah, Vinchester can't push in right now. There's too many monks, and there's really no counter right now. And atonement, he's gonna lose both of his monks. He didn't expect the atonement.
Oh, he deleted
and they
it?
get deleted. It's better than giving them up, but you know, that was a big loss for Vinchester. This castle, it's killing a few vills though. It killed 3 vills. That's pretty good. And the main reason this castle is good is because it ranges the monasteries. But Villese, he's probably gonna make monasteries in the back, or maybe he thinks that he has enough monks and he's just gonna go up to castle, get a castle, and go for trebuchets.
Villese is going up to Imperial. He has so many monks. Look at the knights with the tournament. So now the army from Vinchester is just doing nothing. The castle is just, well, trying to take the other one from his opponent. He's doing the castle on top of that hill. He's now stonewalling in the north. Well, in the middle of the map, pretty much. And ladies and gentlemen, I think, and I don't know if you think the same, Mr. Survival, is that the 4-0 is not going to happen. Because even if the scores say that Villese is behind, he's definitely not behind. He has the timing, the momentum right now with more Villese than his opponent, and he will trebuchet down everything, and when he make the monks block printing, then he can convert everything.
Yeah, exactly. Villese, once he's up, the score is going to switch here. Right now, it's a little bit misleading. The war wagons might get in the top there, but the monks are in position to push them away. So if the war wagons go in, they might actually just get converted if he's not careful.
Yeah, he has to be careful. The knights are coming, the monks are coming as well. Look at those war wagons, and he deletes some because he knows that he can't take it. He's also, as you can see, thanks to Capture H, he's migrating really well. He's not converted because Vinchester is definitely paying good attention. The score is like this because the KD is better for Vinchester, but now we are going to see all the difference. Monks as well, and the Villese number. Let's say he's not producing Villese anymore with all this battle. He should keep booming, right? But his food, 18 on food, doesn't have a lot. But now in Imperial, I mean, Vinchester is far from going up.
Yeah, well, you know, lacking horse collar at this stage, pretty bad because. Yeah, Bosa, horse collar, like all those things. The only thing that is keeping Vinchester in the game is really the water control. Having all these fishing ships working, having access to that entire ocean in the north is pretty good. But yeah, this forward castle is definitely going to go down once Villese gets up and can make trebuchets. Will Vinchester be able to stabilize? He's going to make another TC, so he really wants to get that Vill count up, but it might come in a little too late.
Yeah, it's very hard. Also, we see redemption here. It's 4 tons, and let's see the conversion. Let's see the conversions. Aye. Now he can convert a lot. We'll see if he's gonna be able. He has to micro like crazy both players. Who is gonna convert even more? Let's see the numbers. Look at the numbers. He's killing the monks. Well, he converts 3 war wagons. Is that a good trade? I believe it is because now he has the knights. Maybe it's not the best trade ever, actually. Nah, but it's okay. He stopped him.
Yeah, it wasn't a good trade, but it was enough to push this army back, and now Villese has enough units to defend. So he traded his monks. Yeah. He's up, but I mean, that's 3 minutes. Trebs take a minute to build, so there's going to be 3 Trebs on the field by the time that Vinchester gets up. So that's a pretty long time, and this castle's going to fall in the meantime here. And, well, you know, there is something to be said about the war wagon being a strong unit, though. So if Vinchester can actually make a ton of war wagons, what can our Malians player actually do to stop it? He's going to need to probably make more monks, and he's making another monastery, Villese.
Yeah,
so,
he's doing more.
Yeah.
So do you think, I mean, knowing that he was going to be in Imperial, he probably should have saved those monks. Because right now, look at this. It's now going to take a TC. It's going to kill so many villages. Oh, my God. And look at the population. Vinchester can't come back in this game. Survival is everyone. I mean, look at the population. He still have 84 villages. It was looking very nice for Villese. Might take that castle down. But I'm not so sure that he can finish this game because it ooh. But look at the castle he's doing here with those that converted. The knight and the war wagons at the back is not doing that castle. If he's not doing that castle, that can be huge as well. And the game is starting to enter in that area that Nomad games enter pretty much all the time. Crazy game already. And I don't know, but Vinchester is doing a great job, Mr. Survivalist. A great job.
Yeah, this game is really close. This castle in the back for Villese is super key. As you were saying, like losing those monks was actually a really big problem for Villese because it takes so long to build them, and he just doesn't have enough. This is a big disaster. The war wagon's running to the back and gonna kill quite a few villagers here. This castle will go up to push these war wagons back, but without the monks coming to support, this is a lot of damage.
And thanks God that he has no ballistic, because if he got ballistic, he would have killed everything. That TC now and the castle is gonna protect, but those war wagons are 150 HP. I was telling that I'm Menstradamus. I thought that he was going to finish this game, but man, doesn't look like this anymore. Now he's in Imperial, he has the bomber cannons, he has the monks. He needs to keep going. He's gonna take the rams there, the bomber cannons and the monks as well. With block printing, he can really convert those, but I don't know anymore, because now he's in Imperial Vinchester with 5 villages more, 6 even, and a lot more army. So what now maybe Vinchester need is what? Maybe some light gas? Because check Villese economy, survivalist. His economy is a total mess right now.
Yeah, well, luckily, you can still make monks with a total mess economy, so
Yeah,
good thing that's
true.
his strategy here. And Villese still has this huge hill. This castle on this hill is so important. Like, the map, it just favors Villese here because this hill is going to be so hard for Vinchester to push into. There's already bombard cannons out for our Malian's player, and of course, there are quite a few war wagons out for both players here. And I think that Vinchester is not going to be able to push here. This bombard cannon might get picked off, though. It's a little separated. He's going to try and save it with the Vills, with the quick walls. Maybe.
Might kill it.
But,
no ballistic. Ooh,
Well-
but the monks now survivalists are so dangerous. The range they have is insane. I'm gonna put his point of view full of war. I think Villese can still, but Villese is not doing Villese. He need to keep booming. It's true that Villese has less villages, but his farming has been working really well during all the time. He has the castle there at the back. Let's see this conversion, so important. So many monks. He's going to convert these war wagons because if he's doing Mr. Survivalist, maybe he can come back in the game. Look at Villese army now. Army now much ahead now, taking everything. Who got the war wagons now? Vinchester or Villese? Tell me. Because who's Korea now? Unbelievable.
Well, Villese,
Oh my God.
he's... I mean, did the Malians convert to the Korean Civ, or did the Koreans convert to the Malian Civ? Who knows, right? But yeah, I mean that was a big mistake for Vinchester to go in there. That was a huge mistake.
But what he does, I mean, if you check, he's still getting a lot more and more army. He know that he has to commit. He is still only 11 villages ahead now. And look at now, they are playing mirror. Both are Koreans. It's mirror.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Yep.
unbelievable. Oh, the monks, but don't lose the monks now. He's going to convert. They are sick. He need now something else. He need light. Well, now Villese is coming back. And you know what? I mean, as a player, when you are almost close to the 4-0 and you are almost out, this can give Villese a big boost on his confidence. Like, hey, I'm still here. And I was almost out, and look at this now. Population is even ahead for Villese survivalists.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I mean, today, I don't think Villese has actually been playing bad today. He's gotten some pretty bad map generations. And Vinchester, I mean, he's insane. Vinchester's playing really well. But, you know, Villese has what it takes to actually take some games here. And Vinchester's starting to fall apart in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he can do, even if he's trying now to do Arbalest. He has the monks, he has the war wagons that he converted. He cannot stop. Look at the score, ladies and gentlemen. So Menstradamus was still right. Now I feel proud about myself, even if I failed, you know, Mr. Survivalist. But look at this castle from Vinchester. I mean, he doesn't know where to do it. What he want to protect? The berries, the water? What is this castle anymore?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, the thing is like this castle, it makes Villese send his siege like really far downwards, which can maybe make an opening, but not really. I mean, he's making arbs, but that doesn't counter war wagon, and he needs to counter war wagon. There's 15 war wagons on the field, a lot of them with the +4 armor, so like 7 pierce armor.
Archers are coming. He's gonna be able to do something.
They will kill the monks, but
he's killing
doesn't
everything.
even
He's
matter.
trying to kill the monks. Doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Look at the amount of farming. Population is insane. Look at the score. He's exploding. Coming with the bomber cannons. Man, Nomad. And now Cavaliers from Villese. This Nomad map and how they are playing is so much fun to watch. I don't know what you think. These 9 villages, I mean, has been action all the time.
Yeah, even from just the start of the game, usually players are going to be trying to steal boars, lame resources, stuff like that. You barely have time to even think about your strategy in this in these settings because we just get into the action right away. Yeah, exactly.
Here you have to adapt all the time. Well, you can see here so many villages on berries. Now he converts some, but no, he's all together now with his army. And now if we check the minimap, we notice the yellow color is starting to dominate. No, it's dominated completely. Vinchester has 92 KD in favor. Well, 95-57, who cares? We might check the conversions after this game. And then how many conversions have done by Villese? Well, I mean, if you can check in the capture rate, because I don't want to remove the in-game survivalist, and tell me till now how many conversions?
I'm gonna guess 30 here. Let's I'll check it.
Okay, let's see if you can see there, and just tell us how many conversions.
Yeah. We're at 27 right now, so we're pretty close. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is that 27 doesn't seem like a lot, but that's 27 war wagons, so that's a lot.
Pretty much. Now don't lose the monks. The problem here is Vinchester is not giving up. He has less villages, yes, but he's still on 45 army. He's skirmishes, but now he has to deal with killing the war wagons. It's so fun, but when he's coming, the Cavaliers are going to be there. Cavaliers +4. And if he's doing even fighting, but he has 2,000 stone. Don't lose the monks. He only need to micro these units. And if I was him, I would send already those Cavaliers, because those Cavaliers are gonna clean absolutely everything. Don't know what you think.
Yeah, he wanted to be a little sneaky with these and wait for the longest time possible.
Cole.
But you know, once he reveals the Cavalier, it's over.
Yeah, man. Whoa, what a game, amigos. It's not a 4-0. The cities keep going, and we're going to enjoy like a lot. Because, let's be honest, survivalists, it was 3-0 till now, but the gameplay by Vinchester was just huge in another level, and now the gameplay from Villese in this game and Vinchester both in another level. Very good game. Like, no regret, no mistakes. Very good level gameplay on this series.
Yeah, both players just playing really, really crazy. It really comes down to the variation in the maps, comes down to the difference in civs, and, better preparation for strategies and stuff like that. But I think either player can come ahead in this series. Even though it's 3-1, we could be seeing Villese taking a few more games here.
You never know. You can see the resources at the end. More food, a lot more gold, and as we were talking, it's 29 conversions to 1. The 29 conversions made here the difference for sure. And guys, hopefully you have enjoyed. We're going to keep going with the next game and check the beautiful overlay with the civilizations and maps. And now it's going to be what? If you were Vinchester here, because we still have left Arabia, Oasis, and Socotra, man. Oh my God. The maps that we have. I mean, completely different, all them. From the
exactly.
Others. I mean, all different.
Yep. Well, I've already spoiled myself and looked at the spectator dashboard, and it says that they're going to be playing on Socotra. So we're going to have a crazy game coming up here.
Oh, man.
Socotra already a crazy map, but then with the 9 villagers, it's like there's so much to manage. Just minute 0, just instantly. So, who's going to get the boar lame? Who's going to get the deer lame? Just
whatever,
it's
right?
going to be a great game. Yeah, exactly.
Whatever it can be. But what civilizations? Because Socotra, I think Vinchester is going to play with Mayans in Socotra. What do you think?
Yeah, that or Khmer could be okay. You probably don't want to play Cumans because you can't really use their TC bonus. You don't really want to be adding too many TCs on this map.
And Cumans in Oasis, let's analyze a little bit. Cumans in Oasis can be great. You know?
Yeah, exactly. He's saving that for that. I think that Villese will probably go for Mongols on Socotra. So I think that's probably what we're going to be expecting. Yeah, so you're probably right with the Mayans, but we'll have to wait and see.
Okay, let's see. Oh, well, they are there. They're in the game. We're getting into the game. There's no, I'm not right with the Mayans. Mongols versus Khmer.
Okay,
Mongols
there we go.
Khmer. You took the spot, man. What the hell? Survivalists, last time we cast together. No more.
Well, you just make it to 2K and then you can compete, right? So
good job. Mongols and Khmer. I mean, Khmer with the houses here that you can also garrison the villages makes sense. Can be great economy as well. But I don't know. I still think that Mayans in this kind of approach can be so dangerous. But well, Khmer as well, 1 TC push, right?
Yeah, I think that the Khmer, it just gives you the options to make farms all over the map, and also skipping your buildings is kind of nice. It just allows you to get up a little bit faster. So, and as you said, the house garrison bonus. They have a lot of like little things that really help them. Mayans, it's like you can't really go Eagles as easily on this map because it's a lot easier to wall. Of course, Mayans has a great economy, but so does Khmer. And yeah, I mean, against Mongols, it's like Khmer should be pretty good. But this game can be crazy. Like, it might not even be about military. It might be about map control with a castle in the center of the map. Like, that's how this game goes sometimes. So let's see how the generation is. Let's see how both players play the game. And we're going to get right into it.
We're getting, guys, into game number 5. This is the prize, but what you want to see is the game. And Villese has a yellow in the south, Mongols. Vinchester, Khmer in the north as a purple, and I see Villese going right away, not too lame, just to take the deers with a male there. And well, maybe it's better just to don't lame and try to focus in your own economy when you have so many villages. Or you think that the lame is still really worthy, even more if you are playing against a civilization like Mongols, that the hand matters a lot.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, it's like the lame technically comes in a bit later than if it was a 3-villager start, so the deer will be rotting a little bit less, so you're going to get less value out of that. Since there's so many villagers, like the elephant can come in right away if you really need to, and you'll still take it efficiently. And of course, with so many villagers, it's like if you send 1 vill forward, the opponent can still fight it with like 2 vills because it's easier to spare. So I think that it makes sense with this kind of settings. It's a little anti-lame, which I do like because, you know, we don't want to see the game decided minute 0, right? So, yeah, I think that the decision to go no lame and just secure your own resources is a good decision.
Look what Villese is doing. He's pushing Vinchester deer to his TC, which I like it a lot. But now, Vinchester is coming there with 1 village that probably is going to try to get those. Let's put purple point of view fog of war. Now he's going to notice that, and he's now doing the same. Pushing the deer from his opponent. Well, but the deer went back, so it's not working what Villese did. It definitely didn't work. Well, but Mongols here, you should be much quicker up than your opponent. And you have to get this advantage because after that, Khmer is better.
Yeah, well, Mongols, they're always going to be the most aggressive civ on pretty much every map. So you pretty much are always on the back foot in the early game against Mongols. But yeah, as you're saying, they don't really have any great bonuses for later until the very late game when they have Mangadai. But yeah, I think that Villese is going to go up the feudal age fast. And he's going to be making some kind of military. Usually scouts don't really work super well on this map because it's easy to wall out, but maybe we'll be seeing some archers. Looking at Vinchester's base, all of his resources are outside.
But one thing, Survivalist, sorry that I interrupt you. I want to ask you something important. Why he's going that late? Because this is very late up. He's going up. It's now 20 population doing the loom. He's going slower up than Vinchester.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, actually. Why did he go up late? Maybe because he made the mill right away.
And the loom.
Well, he got loom on the way up, Yeah, I mean, loom did come in. Wait, yeah, Vinchester did skip loom as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Khmer is another civ that can get up pretty quickly because they don't need to make that second building. So he went up with just 2 lumber camps. So there is that. Yeah, let's see what happens here. I think that Villese has the much better base, though, with the stone and the gold in the back. If Villese just walls, he's going to be fine. Now, is he going to actually take this forward gold? Let's see. Because he has miners on it, but yeah. It can be attacked. Yeah, yeah.
I think he's just going to make I think he's just going to make the barrack there. No, he's going home. Just taking the gold. Yeah, he's doing the barrack close to the berries, but he just want to have some gold before he's coming, just to have resources to do the following. And the following is that Villese is going to go arches probably, right? No time to make now, obviously, militias. He's going to go arches. But what is Vinchester going to do? Because if he's doing now a stable, it's a completely waste. Because, oh no! Villese! He has a hole on the left. A guy, survival, he's not fully walled.
Yeah,
There's a
he doesn't
hole
know.
on
Maybe,
the left.
Well, maybe he'll check. Maybe he'll check. This is a pretty big tournament game. This is a very important game. Maybe he should pay attention to that kind of stuff. Just, just double check. Because Socotra, they always have holes like that. So you have to be aware of that. Now, archery range coming in for Vinchester makes sense. Like, scouts just on this map, not necessarily the greatest, but
Villese is doing the mind game here. That's why he put the gold miners there. He just saw the goal for his opponent, and now he's doing a stable. But he's still open, and look at the tower he's doing. Oh, baby. Tower that. With that tower, he's just taking. Gold, stone, another gold, and the berries. He need to make the outpost and quick, because if he's not doing a counter tower, it's definitely a bad position here by the Finnish player. Now the stable is going to be there, doing the scout. He need to make a tower right now. Oh my god. Do you need to make a counter tower or not? He's gonna give up, but then you are wasting 100 wood.
Yeah, well, he has to cut his losses here. Honestly, like, fighting that once the tower's already up. And your opponent is making archers, too. So, like, Vinchester is going to garrison archers. You're going to garrison villagers. It's just not going to be good to fight this tower in this situation. So, he cuts his losses. He comes back, makes the farms. He needed the mill anyways as the prerequisite. Oh, no, he already had a mill. Never mind. But anyways, he didn't see the tower going up for Vinchester. So, it's unfortunate for Villese. But, yeah, he's just got to fall back here. Now, it really depends on how much damage Villese can get with these scouts. Scouts can pick off archers coming forward individually. They can pick off villagers that are forward. They're pretty good at that. So you can get a lot of utility out of the scouts. But it really relies on your...
Why he's showing the scout? He went with the scouts to the right. I don't know why he did that. It's true that the scout can do a lot of damage because he has no barrack, so no spears. It's true that they scouts it, but what are you doing? Why you are not going to his base already? Oh my god. Oh man. Well, yeah, a little bit undecided there, right? Like, you need to go, and now the berries are exposed completely, and there's the house. And he's fine.
Exactly. And he's fine. Yeah, he's gonna run in though. He's getting in. Ooh. Look at this.
But he's walling.
That's It still forces some extra walls though. It's damage. It's a little bit. He's gonna go out the other side. Oh, there's two exposed villagers. Yeah. Is he gonna get one? If he gets behind this,
He's taking one. He's taking one. He's taking that one for sure. He's taking that one. One down. And as we saw in the previous series, this make a lot of damage in the economy. These kind of things. Also, he has no horse collar. He's trying to create some chaos with the scouts. And all the army he has, Vinchester, right now is useless. But it's useless till he find the hole. Because I'm telling you something. The game is going really well for Villese. He has a great economy, great farming. But look at the amount of archers he get. My goodness. If he's getting inside with those archers, well, but he thinks that his opponent is fully walled. He's doing another tower. Yep. Do you think he should counter now with a tower? Or not?
He could probably give up a little bit more space, but of course, if two towers get up over here, they're never getting cleaned up until Castle Age. So we'll see what his decision is. Yeah, counter tower. It makes sense because he doesn't want to lose access to this, the farms, and of course, this tower is getting a little dangerously close to Villese's stone as well. So let's see. Both players knowing that it's going to be tower versus tower. The scouts come in. And
he's trying to kill a villager, and he didn't kill. He killed it.
Yeah, he gets it, but 3 scouts for a vill. Is it worth?
Yeah, but he denied the tower. He denied the tower, and right now with that tower, he's actually protected. Even if there's a hole, with that tower, he's fine. It's not a disaster anymore if he's coming in, and now he's gonna mine some stone. Well, I think Villese is in a better position right now. He has 3 villages more. He killed 2 already. More idle time for Vinchester, and the farming going on for Villese is just almost double survivalist.
Yeah. So and these are horse collar farms as well. Yeah. So horse collar farm is going to make Villese's farms be strong in early Castle Age as well. While Vinchester's going to be reseeding farms in early Castle Age, Villese is going to have those farms still up. He's going to have a little bit of extra food in the early Castle Age, which will allow him to spam knights, maybe even step lancers. We'll see. And yeah, that can just give some real advantages. This tower is going up, so Vinchester knows he needs to take some kind of map control because Vinchester, he really doesn't have walls. He doesn't have control over golds and stones near his base as easily. So yeah, just trying to get map control where he can is probably a good play here.
Now it is a good play. I mean, I like how Villese is playing, man. But Vinchester, well, better say it, Khmer is disgustingly strong. Because look at the food. I mean, it's like a Ferrari, man. Look at the food he has. only 4. I mean, he's missing gold. That's why probably he's not gonna be able to go up. And now with that market, he's probably going to see that he was open all the time, but he's fine already. Well, he's that tower probably going to go down. Is worth it repairing? I don't know. He's trying to get the food to go up. The timing and the momentum here is up to
both players are
Castles.
going to be up at like the same time too, so this game is super even.
Awesome.
But Vinchester has map control, and map control on this map is more important than economy. Like map control, like you stop villagers to get the Imperial Age on this map a lot of the time to make trebs. It's like economy. It's good to have, but you honestly don't need it as much on this map. It's really about controlling the map, making sure that your opponent is just stuck in a corner and doesn't have access to gold and stone. Now, Villese does have a bit of a lucky map here with the back stone and the back gold, so he'll probably be okay, but adding in bloodlines, so that leads us to believe knights, maybe step lancers. He's got a second stable coming in, so
Both
you know, one of the
stable.
two. Maybe
But,
both.
If both are going doubly stable, seems Villese economy is better because he did all these farms with horse collar. Not some of them, all of them. He's gonna have a good economy, a little bit better probably than Khmer, even if he has the Khmer farms. And he's gonna go, what? Oh, full 1TC maybe here? I honestly think that you don't want to really go boom here in this map. Try to kill these towers and go all army, all aggressive. And when you feel that you recover a little bit the map control, survivalist, then add economy later.
Yeah, so Vinchester, he's making archer armor and bloodlines. So those upgrades both affect cav archers. I don't know why he picked up archer armor here. Like, he has archers, but, I mean, that 100 food could be invested into something more useful. Like, yeah, the armor's okay, but there's so many other things that you can use your food on in this situation. So we'll see if that ends up being a mistake or not.
Well, the scout is very strong. He has the bloodline. He's taking a battle there. I need to go away now because the archers are there. And he's starting to make what? Knights, as expected. The monastery as well. He also have a lucky relic on his base, so he can take the relic and get some gold. He's doing Botkin. Botkin looks like a huge investment here, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah, well,
I don't know what you think.
He wanted to get crossbowman out, but with the recent changes where the crossbowman upgrade is more expensive, he can't afford it anymore. He got archer armor instead of crossbowman. What's better, archer armor or crossbowman? We can all agree that crossbowman
obvious.
is better. So bit of a mistake there, and he can't save all of the archers in this tower, and the knights are just gonna clean up here.
Yeah, and he's coming with double stable faster than his opponent. I mean, he cannot produce knights and also Botkin. He's going with the knights inside, but that's a mistake. And Villese is cleaning the archers. So he invested in a huge upgrade, and all the archers are down.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, it still affects the watchtower, so it's still
Yeah.
It's still okay to have. It's not like it was a complete waste, but good pullbacks of the knights from Villese. He's just going to heal these knights up and just try and snowball. He did lose one knight, but it's not too big of a deal. And yeah, I mean, even if Vinchester goes in, he's just not going to have enough here.
He has the monks there. Oh my god,
Yep.
The game is so close. 51 population, 49. He's doing a siege war shop, but siege war shop is a mistake. Like
Against knights,
he's going,
yeah.
He's going full knight. Why you want a siege workshop? I will rather go double monastery.
Yeah, well,
No?
single
I mean-
monastery is what Vinchester's going to do for now. And again, Vinchester does have map control, so even if his economy is maybe not as good, his military numbers aren't quite as much, the fact that Villese has to run all the way across the map to do damage can buy enough time for Vinchester to get something out, and he's going to see everything. So we're just really seeing this kind of map control style.
Yeah, but now he's gonna take that tower, or trying. I like that he's doing light caps. He's going all 1TC. I think Villese is taking really good decision. Let's see this battle. It's gonna be so important. Now he has the numbers there, but the Botkin is now helping against the monks even. Aye. Need to go back. Light caps is going to be there. I don't know if he should do forging or the armor. I will go here for forging just to kill the monks quite fast. I don't know what you think, survivalist, but this game is amazing.
Yeah. I mean, against the monks, the forging isn't going to matter too much, but against the knights, I mean, killing the meat shield a little bit faster, super important. And of course, forging against villagers, you know, you can pick them off in one extra hit. Really useful here, but you know what? There's something to be said for just having more knights. Instead of upgrades, just more knights. And, you know, as we were talking about in the previous game, 2 beats 1. 10 beats 8, so you know that's usually how it works.
Yeah.
And Let's see.
Let's see the battle. Let's focus in the battle. But the tower is now helping. Oh my god. The tower with bot can kill, but he still have a lot of farming. Who is taking this battle? Ooh, it's very close. The tower helped a lot. The tower with
this is
Botkin,
Vinchester's battle.
Yeah. It helps a lot thanks to the damn tower. Whoa. Well, I gotta say something. Guys, we are getting closer to 5,000 viewers. If we get 5,000 viewers, tomorrow I stream again, okay? Okay, what's about joke? Let's keep going, because tomorrow we have the second quarterfinals. Vamos, Mr. Survivalist.
All right.
He's adding a TC. He still keep going?
Yeah.
With another
Yeah,
TC?
TC might be a mistake, honestly. Like, it can, if you invest a bunch into the military now, Villese catches up in military count and then can push. And remember, Villese has that stone inside his base, so a castle's gonna come down, take map control away from Vinchester if he takes his foot off the gas here with the
Villese is housed forever. 64. See, out of 65 is housed forever. Look at the light gas here. I don't think the TC is good, as you mentioned. He has 500 stone. He just need to make the castle, but don't look. Man, he could kill right now those stone miners on the right. They're lonely. But he's housed, man. Housed for the last 2 minutes. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This tower is such a thorn in Villese's side. This tower with the archers in it. Every time he goes near, the monks take damage. And yeah, I mean, they pretty much one-shot the monks if they get out of position. So Villese has to be really careful here because the monks can swing battles pretty easily on their own. And yeah, Vinchester with the bigger army here. Villese with a slightly better economy for now, but Vinchester adding a third TC even on the stone. So it really comes down to what Villese can do here in the next few minutes.
He the lead. Let's see what he's going to do. He need a castle. He has no stone, but he has a market. Yes, he need to buy that one. He's trying to convert. Look at the scorpion. Gonna kill them. Oh, no, he didn't. And now he's gonna try to convert this damn tower. My goodness. And I was blaming, in quotes, him to make the botkin, but no, it didn't work. Now he convert a knight. The battle is insane. He's coming here with Villese on the right side to do what? There is no more goal. What is he doing, Villese, here? I don't know. He's gonna try to take this tower. This is a crazy game, and I don't really know what Villese is doing, but he is 6 villages ahead. Hopefully he's not paying a lot of attention to the score, because the population is just the same, super close. Now, he called it, man. He called the GG, and he was 2 population the same, and he resigned.
So close.
I mean, seriously.
Crazy. He almost had enough for a castle too, so it's like he could have gotten a castle on that hill, and
I can't believe this resigned by Villese. So disappointing, because he could buy a castle. The game was insane. 17 population, 68. This was not over. You make a castle in your base, and that's it. You got the stone. I think this is.
I mean,
really
he needs to take map control with the castle. So he would have needed a place a little bit outside, controlling some gold. But yeah, I mean, I think he could have kept going. It was a tricky spot, but no, he said GG. So
he said GG, right? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. I think I use. Okay, I know what is happening. I think I have to enable the GG in the in-game, guys, because I have a new PC. And it's the first time that I put Capturage, so probably some of the option is integrated in Capturage, and I don't have activated. So it's over, man. It is over. Oh man. I mean, a little bit disappointed, right, with the end of the series, because this game wasn't over, man.
Yeah, it was really close, but it just shows how important map control is on this map. Just Villese realizing that without map control, without the army numbers, it doesn't matter if you have a better economy. You need to have access to the gold and the stone on the outside. And he just ran out of res pretty much in his base. He had a little bit of gold left, but it wasn't really enough to keep him in the game. And honestly, the light cav that he made just weren't getting the snipes on the monks that he needed. And just too many conversions coming in.
Survivalist. And we go to Vinchester interview. If he just make, I still on the game, if he just make a castle close to the TC, between the TC and the mill, and you make fletching, you kill the tower. He didn't need to put the village on, to take the village on that tower. Then you recover all that area with gold, stone, and gold. The castle is there. And he's still 5 villages ahead. He's fine.
I think that would have been his best play. Maybe he could have tried it. There's no guarantees that it would have worked, but that would have been probably the next thing to try. For sure.
Anyway, I'm checking now all the resources, everything there. Oof. It has been pretty sick. Really, really sick. And I'm going to go now and talk with Mr. Vinchester that might be waiting me. Here is Vinchester, and we are going to jump and see the winner interview with Vinchester. Amigo, congratulations.
Hello. Thank you, ma'am. That was a tough series.
It was a tough series. I completely agree. I think it was harder than what the score said.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe at least the last two games, they were really not as easy as I supposed. I think 4 leagues was kind of not hard, and on migration, I didn't have a lot of problems. But those 3 games, Arena, Socotra, and the past one, that was not the easiest one for sure.
Okay, I mean, I'm just checking the use overlay because I have a lot of things on my mind, like migration. I mean, what about that map, and why the players are also picking migration pretty much all the time instead of islands and Baltic?
Well, I suppose a lot of players just don't like islands, and I just suggested him to pick migration or islands, and it seems like he just don't like islands, so he picks the migration. I mean, it's more like land map, right? On islands, it's kind of hard to play on land in case if you don't really land in early feudal age, because on all other timings you will lose a lot of important space or time or something. So that's probably why they pick migration, because you can not just focus on water, but still this is a water map.
Okay. Why people keep picking arena against you?
No, I think
they think you are noob in arena.
Yeah, I think
You're
so.
okay.
I saw a lot of players picking arena map and saying like, yeah, Nikov and Villese, by the way, they both likes to play arena as their home map, but against me they didn't pick it. So yeah, I must to pick it before. So that was my home map. I mean, he just chose to play arena as a second map. I don't know why.
Vinchester, polls. I mean, this civilization has to be changed. I mean,
no. Normal
What?
civilization. I mean, I didn't even pick it before the arena match. I mean, it's only strong on arena, but on other map, it's strong, but.
Ah, come on. Okay, well, those games were really, really nice. You know, they were with the 2-0. Then the 3-0 was 4 legs. And maybe you spoil a strategy for semifinals or final, because the Incas worked really well in that one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, why not? It's kind of evident for me. We have 2 houses on the start, so this is the same bonus like Japanese has on the start, plus 50 wood. At least maybe plus 25 later, plus 50 when Japanese build another house. So it's kind of same start like Japanese, which is nice. So you can get efficient ship fast. And in general, this is method sieve, what he usually likes. I mean, most of the method sieve is amazing. So Inca is definitely good there.
Nomad, that was a wild game, an amazing game to watch, but probably not to play.
I'm angry on myself about
what
this
happened?
one. No,
what happened? What is the mistake there?
Yeah, the first mistake, maybe I needed to wall earlier. I don't know the timing of this villager going around, but I think if I do not let him to make all this aggression on the back, then my eco could be smoother, and I don't spend that much stone on towers. And else, I think the main mistake was that I tried to go for a fast imp. I mean, even with getting, not a fast imp, I mean, but just Imperial Age, because I didn't have the upgrades. I didn't have the bow, saw, horse collar, golden stone upgrades. At some point, I didn't have Botkin arrow. And I thought like, okay, I will ignore those upgrades, but I'll probably get the Imperial Age. Yes, later, but still I'll get it. And that was the main mistake. I think I just needed to go for non-stop rams from the siege workshop, set up my eco for production, just make a lot of war wagons, and I feel that I could push him in Castle Age. I mean, even with all those monks, if I would just make all the stuff earlier, I would have more ramps, so I would push more map, and probably even if he destroy one of the castle in the mid, this is not really bad because I could also build eco behind, right? I'm on 3 TC and fish. So I definitely needed to take the decision to play Castle Age earlier and don't try to go for imp at the same time. So then I think I could win the game, because even after all those trades, I suppose, even after his Imperial Age broke all my buildings, converted most of my war wagons, I still had more score than him.
I have to interrupt you. No, I mean, you have said that basically if you change the whole game, then maybe you can win the game.
No.
I mean, you have said everything. You have said, if I change everything I did in the game, I can win the game. Come on, Vinchester.
I mean, only one thing. If I would change the moment when I decided that, okay, I grew resources for Imperial Age, but instead of that, I would just queue up the army, make Botkin and Rams, then I would just push him.
Okay. Well, Vinchester, in the Socotra game,
Mhm.
you felt it was over?
Yeah, I think so. I just, when I was waiting for interview, I saw that he had +5 villagers and bow swap upgrades, so maybe it's decent for him. But I think in general,
and it's done for a castle.
yeah, almost. Yeah, it's like close, but still, I think this is a good map control for me. Building castles kind of hard. I think he's close to be out of gold. I'm on 3 town centers against how many? I didn't check.
Well, no, he was 1 TC, but he didn't have idle, and he could do the castle.
Yeah.
I mean, the most important is the decider. I mean, like, if you lose, you're out. Like, in those kind of situations, we expect, like, put everything, because if you make the castle exactly on the right side, he can recover the tower and all the gold and stone, and is back with the castle there.
I don't think that he can go on the right side as well. The castle will be in the middle between those 2 hills, because otherwise, if you will go on the right-hand side, then I'll get Scorpions out, probably snipe the monks. He almost lost all the monks. And yeah, by the way, he lost all the monks. I think I had slightly more units. So in fact, he just cannot build the castle because he can't outmass me. And he also knows that I have 3 down centers. Probably it's not expected that I have lower eco. At least he didn't expect that. So I know it's tricky. I think I had this game, but yeah, as you said, there were still some chances. So maybe he could try to build a castle and see how it will go then.
And
so
then
yeah, definitely. I think it's just hard to play mentally. There was a conversion. I mean, all his monks were low HP. He was microing, and there was like 1 hit, and I converted the knight right under his monks, and he made like 2 hits, killed 2 monks. And yeah, I mean, when you see that, it's kind of unfortunate, and when you are still behind, you just probably don't want to play, especially when it's 3-1 already.
Okay. I mean, how you have this crazy energy after this crazy series to even make this analysis that I'm trying to process, and I can't process all this. Vinchester, my goodness. And then you got to face Hera.
Hera is
in the semi-final. Did you watch the previous series?
Not complete, not full, but most of the games, yeah.
Okay. How you feel about that matchup? Because I don't know what people think in the stream, but for me, it looks like a Hera Vinchester with the actual shape for both players. Oh boy, what a great series can be.
Yeah, exactly. We played a lot of games with them, with him. I mean, most of the last sets I won. I mean, I lost on 1 set on Red Bull 5, but all others I won, except the big best of 33, which we prepared for Red Bull. So, I mean, in general, he's got a good opponent for me, and I think I'm in a good shape. So if I'll keep this to the Saturday, then at least we'll see an amazing gameplay from both players. But yeah, I also believe that I can win this.
Motivation from 0 to 10, how it is, Mr. Vinchester?
Yeah, it's 10 from 10 because there is not a LAN tournament, and I'm still not sure if I'll be able to participate. So this tournament is my main for now. So I would be really happy to take this one. So I want to try my best
to dominate. Okay, Mr. Vinchester, congratulations. Are we gonna see you before the semifinal?
Yeah, probably tomorrow, right?
Well, I don't know. I hope so, because if not, I don't have co-caster.
Nah, no, we're an amp. I told you that I'll be there, so I'll be there. Don't worry about it.
So, guys, Vinchester is going to be co-casting the quarterfinals tomorrow. That's going to be amazing. Vinchester, congratulations, and I'll see you tomorrow, and then on the semifinal, it's going to be great. Absolutely great.
I'm sure. So, see you, man. Thanks a lot for your support and stream. So, have a nice time, guys.
Take care, man. Bye-bye.